everybody to Curse of Strahd. We changed up the setup a little bit. We are probably doing this in our live games already, but it's kind of weird having the camera so much closer. But welcome everybody. We just got done talking about gay sex. Yeah. What's going on, Colton?
How does it look like much better?
Yeah, it does look a little bit better. I don't know. What do you guys think? Does it look better? It feels weird because it's not like I'm talking over there anymore. I'm just kind of talking right here because the camera's a lot closer. So I should look more in high definition.
Terrifying.
Look at that
You
face.
can see all my folds.
Isn't it beautiful?
And nipples. All of them.
All 10.
All of them.
All 20. My Terry folds.
Yep. I hate that song.
What the heck were we doing last time, guys?
I was walking out the door is what I was doing.
Oh, that's right. Put your minis on the map.
And I'm following with my awesome Hero Forge mini.
You weren't there.
You're not there. You guys are in the
Tell Sel.
hallway.
Can you get a
Hopefully you guys should be able to see the map a little
Mr.
bit
Elf
better,
and
too.
Irina?
I get one.
Ira's over here?
Yeah, if you could toss it over.
He's sticking in the back.
Ira's probably behind Ari.
Probably.
And we'll put in there.
Gonna have to get used to the fact that Ari's mini is different now.
I mean, that's how I always picture in my head. So
It's what Ari looks like, yeah.
Yeah, I know. I'm just gonna get used to it because I see the mini and I
Alright.
associate with the mini.
Last we left off, you guys were in Castle Ravenloft, and you were attempting to find a few people, actually. Irina, Ismark,
and Elf sister.
And Petrina. Right. And you guys had an encounter with Strahd when you brought in Angela's character, who I'm completely forgetting her name of right now. And during a battle, when you guys randomly encountered him in a hallway in Castle Ravenloft, it was random.
No, I know.
She got killed and taken by Strahd.
I can revive people.
You guys are left alone in the hallway, and what do you guys do?
Walking into the next room.
Yes.
And praying that there's no Strahd in there.
All right.
Do you guys have the floor plans?
Oh, wait. Before I do that, I would like to
You haven't pulled up?
cast...
No, I mean on the computer.
I don't have to metagame about her corpse.
Metagame about her corpse.
Yeah, because we can both revive her.
Her corpse isn't there.
Yeah, I don't care about her.
He took the corpse.
She was incinerated into 17 ashes.
Yeah. 17.
I cast Mass Cure Wounds.
Mass Cure Wounds. Damn, nice.
I have a spell scroll of it.
Okay. You have a spell scroll of it?
I do.
What is the level spell?
5.
5?
Which we can't cast.
Can you cast level 5 spells?
No.
You need to beat a 15.
I have...
On the sorcerer's game.
No, I have the ability to cast a 5th level spell, but it's through an item.
Then
So
what is this item?
It's the Staff of Frost.
that has charges.
Yeah. How does that work?
You're utilizing the power of the staff in order to cast those spells. You can't use that staff to cast a spell from a scroll.
Okay.
So you still need a roll. You need to beat a 15.
Can I have an inspiration?
Yeah, do you guys have inspirations?
Yes, I do, and I would like it, please.
Okay.
Who all's missing health? You're missing health. You're missing
What
health.
do I have to...
Everybody.
What do I add to this?
I'm missing
Down
one.
1.
1? Write them down, dude. Do you have any higher?
That
Seymour, do you have any?
No, I don't.
Yes, I have one.
Does that make it
What do I add to it, Jacob?
15. Oh, your spellcasting modifier.
Thank the Lord.
Yeah, add your modifier. Your spellcasting ability.
It's gonna be
Casting?
close still.
Yeah, I favored by the gods, though.
Oh.
I beat it? Yeah.
Beat 15?
8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Perfect.
16.
Roll the health on everybody.
Yeah, I think I can get everyone. 1, 2, 3, 4,
I'm not
5,
missing any
6.
health, so...
6. Okay. Well, there are 6 of us, and I can pick up to 6 creatures. Yes.
What the heck? Where is this? There it is. I couldn't find it.
17.
Image is already saved. What?
25 hit points back.
20. Everybody gets 25 hit points. Cool. Esmeralda is now at 67 health. Ira, you're at full.
Mm-hmm.
Seymour, you're at full.
No.
What are you at?
36.
36.
Out of
51.
out of 51. Tallman, you're at
62.
Oh, it's nice while it lasts.
Alright, so I can remember where we are.
Take 16 more hit points.
what are you currently at?
I'm giving him lay on hands.
Were we on K62 here? Yes.
You are in K62.
Yes, we're in K62 heading to K66.
How much health do you have? 52?
I know where I am now.
62.
I only need 15 if you need that. I want to keep
I'll
that.
take one more.
Just letting you know, I studied the map today in Minecraft, so I know exactly where you guys are,
In Minecraft.
and I know where everything is. Godfrey's at 80. Casimir is at. He just got brought back to full, and your hellhounds were damaged, correct? They're still at both. They're both.
No,
still
they were not
full.
damaged.
All right,
Because he cast Fireball on him.
perfect. You guys heading into that next room?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and move your minis in there. Make your way into K67.
Didn't work for me.
Then we need to go.
There, we need
Into
to
the next
go.
room?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure it out because this is
We go from here.
like this.
We go here. We go here. We go down the staircase.
So we need to
staircase
go
leads to here.
down to K70, towards me to K70.
Yeah, so that way.
And then down again. So
This is the room of like bones, right?
you don't need to move us all the way through,
'Cause
Logan,
we're
because we
above.
haven't even finished.
That was
Yeah,
down
above
below.
Logan.
Yeah, it's
Dark stains cover the floor of this area. Large oak tables, scarred and beaten, lay scattered like toys around the room, their wood crushed and splintered. Placing them were furnishings made entirely of human bones. This is the bone room. This is where you found Arkenvosthold's skull. It is the room with... You see in there that the tables are made of wood on the map. It is not made of wood. They're entirely made of bones. Completely made of bones.
My bad.
Because that's the where we fought the skeletons.
Yeah, my
Now
bad.
let's move down towards us.
Yep, that way. Into
And where you headed?
into K70.
K70.
So...
I'd
Going
like
into
to
here?
Yep.
investigate this room.
Okay.
The K70 room?
Yeah, because we've never been in here before. Should have
Okay.
investigated another room too.
We're in K70. This 30-foot square room is a shambles. Scattered furniture lies in heaps near the walls. Broken bones lie scattered amid crumpled and crushed plate armor. Shields and swords jut from the walls as if driven into them by some tremendous force. Two doors stand opposite to one another in the center of the north wall and south wall. A dark archway leads out through the east wall.
Can I investigate in here?
Roll investigation.
Would anyone like to aid me?
I'll help.
Yeah. How sweet. Oh, you didn't help very much. Investigation 11.
You look around the room, there is really only just these, there are shields and swords that are stuck into the wall, and you kind of go over to them, and you can put your finger on them and kind of, like, pull them. These are really stuck in there. Like, you have no idea how this sword pierced stone.
Mm-hmm.
It's insane. Other than that, there's nothing else in here.
Can I try to pull it out?
You can try to pull it up, make a strength check.
Are there are corpses, right? You said.
No, there are broken bones. There's like bone remnants of bones. in
Okay,
this room.
so
What'd you get?
dead guys with no flesh. Okay.
What'd you get?
14.
14? You pull it out of the wall. And it's just this really old, rusty sword.
I'll add it to my collection of rusty swords.
Alright.
What a collection to
And then
have.
we need to continue moving south to K72.
So move me.
Well, K72 doesn't exist on the map. Like on the map that you've given us, the map proper.
Would that be considered searching around in this little area too, or do I need to go in
Do you
there?
want to go over there?
Yes, I'd like to look in there. I don't
Yeah.
want to go down the staircase though.
Move your mini over.
Can you move me to like where the mouse is on?
Mm-hmm.
You see pallets.
I do see pallets. I wonder
This-
if those pallets are
Those are
actually there.
pallets.
Maybe.
They're mimics.
Oh, yes.
This dark passage runs for 20 feet, connecting an archway to the west with an ascending stone staircase to the east. To the north and south are 4 10-foot square alcoves, cluttered with rotting cots and dirty rags. The ceilings in here are covered with yellow lichen, or lichen,
That's gross.
which is, do you know what that is?
No,
Mold
explain.
and all.
Yeah, it's like mold that grows on stones, and it's like yellow, and it just covers the entirety of the top of the ceiling.
Gross.
I'm actually forgetting the pronunciation.
You gonna search it?
Sure.
I will.
Roll.
14.
Mm-hmm. Three of the alcoves contain nothing of value. However, there is a loose flagged stone in the southeast alcove, covers a hidden cubbyhole in the floor, in which is a moldy sack containing 150 electrum pieces.
I leave that there.
Castle Ravenloft.
Even the
Alright.
gold is.
Yeah, what a nice little prize. Ooh.
It's still a lot of gold.
Useless.
No, it's
a
not.
warehouse.
But
How much gold is that?
150,
Oh.
that's 30 gold.
30 gold? I'll come to you. Can you put this in your bag?
What
isn't
kind
it?
5 gold, 5 electrum is 1 gold.
Oh, okay.
What kind of battle was fought here?
I don't know. It looks like they were.
Numerous.
Maybe.
Does it look like their bodies were crushed or their bones are just broken in half?
Make a. What do you want to roll to figure that out?
Medicine?
Sure.
Do all the weapons look similar?
8.
What do the shields bear?
Make a history check.
No, even the one I pulled out looks like the rest.
Yeah, they all look the same.
8.
8. Hard to tell.
18.
18. It is the sigil of von Zarevich.
Oh.
Oh.
He killed his own men.
Ask Esmeralda if she knows what happened.
Maybe this is where he killed his men. If I go by
Why?
legend and lore, he after Tatiana threw herself off of Castle Ravenloft, his guards tried to kill him because he was being an evil tyrant, and
Mutiny.
that's when the powers sealed in. He became a vampire, and then he turned around and just killed him, killed all his men. This might have been where he did it.
What was he like before?
I don't know. He wasn't around. A lot of stories that paint him a certain way, but I'm sure he affected those. Could have even affected that story.
Who tells these stories?
I don't know. They're written books. Some people talk about him. Some people write him down. I don't know. It's just common knowledge.
Nothing to do but keep going forward then.
Yeah.
I'll move
72.
to K72.
72.
As we're walking, I'll ask her, what kind of way did they paint him? In your stories.
Paint Strahd?
Hey, we also need a Casimir?
Oh yeah, Casimir
Casimir
Mini.
Mini.
You
He's
get the
right
wizard
there.
mini.
That's him.
Then who are we missing? We're not missing.
No, we're not.
Thought probably
I-
5 people for some reason.
No, I just grabbed the wrong mini. I forgot we changed what his mini
He
was.
before he was a vampire,
Yeah.
he was a man of war. He took over the Valley of Barovia. He slaughtered his father's enemies in it. He was turned cold by war. He was not much different, I guess. All that's behind him, though. Let's move into the next room.
Yep.
Step in.
I had a lot of fun playing with physics.
We have Godfrey with us, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
That's who we were missing.
That's who we were missing. I felt like we were missing someone.
I would like to investigate.
This shadowy room is in just you wait. In this shadowy room is in perfect order. A great table stands here with its chair, inkwell, and quill sit carefully in place. Lances, swords, and shields that bear Barovian crests are hung neatly on the dark oak-paneled walls.
Is Barovian different than von Zarevich?
Yes.
Oh. Okay.
Can I?
Maybe.
investigate?
Probably not.
I don't think it is.
No, it's the same sigil.
Barovia is his,
one second.
his domain.
One second.
Yeah. It's just...
As you enter this room,
Ooh-wee. Uh-oh.
All right, the Hellhounds too.
Mhm.
Yeah, we had a lot more characters.
You
Yeah.
guys came in with like an army.
Yeah, basically.
We're up for two.
There's also a giant rubber chicken floating next to it.
I
Sorry.
can see.
Yeah, that.
I
no,
can see
no,
everything.
everyone
Yeah.
can see it.
Sorry,
Oh,
I can
that's
see the
right.
full guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see the man wielding the rubber chicken as a weapon.
I picture an 80-year-old man in a loincloth.
Not even close.
The Dark Souls, like.
Yeah, pretty
guy.
much. Yeah, with a rubber chicken. He's like 3 feet tall.
Who steps in first?
Uh,
I need you guys to like mini yourselves in.
Yeah,
It's
not
probably
me.
me.
Like not everybody's in there
so
right
that
now.
would be
Okay.
you, Colson. And you are...
The guy with the
no.
sword.
Sword.
Yeah.
Would I be the one going in first? 'Cause
I
you
said
just
I
you.
was, yeah.
Oh, I thought you... Okay.
I have the map, but I'm leading.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
you.
I
directing.
thought you said not you.
I would probably go in behind.
I thought you were leading because you can see traps.
That was initially the idea, but then I think Seymour got upset
Yeah.
that Strahd won, and so now
Oh,
he's
you're
like
storming ahead.
forcing the lead.
Yeah.
Can
He's
you
like,
put
what
me,
way are we going?
Can
You
you
go
put
to
me
the
next to Ira? I'm on the other side. That's like a doorway, right?
Yes.
Okay.
What are you
Oh.
doing?
I'm trying to get all the minis off of one square.
Oh,
They're
okay.
all on the same square. I hate that.
What's going on?
It's like
Okay.
literally the worst thing in the world to me. Is when I can't tell where the minis actually are.
Mhm.
It's like
Worse
that,
than the Holocaust?
Nice. Nice.
This is the worst thing in the world.
what
You are
what
correct.
time is that?
Huh? How is it in any way that offensive? That's hilarious.
Hey,
He
Solid.
said it was the worst thing
Tom-
in the world.
Tallman is in
That's offensive
in
on
one
Colton's behalf.
No.
Can't
You
believe
understand the Holocaust.
You're
is
so
over,
narrow-minded.
right?
Yeah, you
Hey,
fucking
hey,
ignorant.
Hey, Colton.
How dare
Tallman
you?
isn't in
You
a
ignorant
space.
sloth.
He's in between two spaces.
Who?
Tallman. There you go.
That's my biggest D&D
You know what?
pet peeve.
Hold on, I'll help you out here.
Yeah, I'm not perfectly in the middle of my space.
Okay, who steps into the room first?
I did.
You do?
Yeah, Seymour
You
is
step
super
into the
upset.
room,
The
and
Holocaust
in
is
this room is a figure.
Oh,
Strong
Hey, Strahd.
a guy.
Long time no see.
Just leave.
Strahd's just there again.
Hey, what's up?
I really want to
Hey.
enter the room.
He's sitting at the
where
desk
he's just,
reading a
like,
book.
taking a bath.
He doesn't bathe. That would hurt him.
It's not running water.
Oh, yeah.
No, yeah. He has to wait for it to fill.
Yeah.
Hey Jacob.
Yes.
As do
Also,
most
wait,
people.
wait. First off, have any of you guys
I
seen the
guess.
Netflix Castlevania series?
Mm-mm.
No.
No.
I
know
watched the
Paul
first,
likes
like,
it.
3 episodes.
The first episode of that reminded me a lot of Strahd.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I was like,
Oh.
oh, this is a lot like Strahd,
I'm like,
or at least his general.
No, he's next to his
What,
bed.
what about the spot where Jacob placed him?
Why did you move?
Because I have a perfect vision and you're ruining it.
You see,
Getting up from bed.
He's at his computer.
Oh, man.
he turns and he looks over at you. You recognize this person. This is the man who greeted you, the elf that greeted you when you first came into Castle Ravenloft.
Oh.
He
Oh.
brought you over to Strahd. This is his butler. His name, you remember his name being Rahadin. And he just turns and he looks at you. He says, "Oh. What are you doing here?"
Leaving. I go out.
"No, please."
Okay, I let go of the handle. Do you want me to stay in
Did
here?
you open the door and then shut it behind?
"Well, you
behind
are trespassing. I would have to do something about that."
You don't have to
"Seeing
do
that
it.
My master has not." He turns and pulls out a scimitar. Shing!
No,
Shall
he
we
invited
fight?
us here. No, he invited us here.
Did he?
Yes.
What's
Then why are you here?
He told me to come get you. He's having a dinner party.
You lie. He walks forward, holding up the scimitar towards you.
Okay, I kicked the door open behind me.
You kick over the door, there's like 10 other people. He says, "Well, this will be interesting."
That's
Roll
Do
initiative.
that.
He's just gonna attack you.
yeah.
Charm person didn't work.
Well, no.
You casting charm person?
Oh.
No, it doesn't work.
He's,
Oh, he has advantage. Sorry.
yeah, he's an elf.
What's his name?
Fuck you. Cool.
It is 15.
That's an 18. Natural roll there.
Also, it's never mind. It's not important. It's just interpretation of the way that's read. It's read that if we're fighting him, then he has advantage.
Oh.
But we have not.
He's an elf. He has advantage.
Yeah, the lances are
Good thing double advantage
15.
You know,
doesn't
I keep
exist.
forgetting that's a thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
A better 15.
Ari,
5.
Esmeralda got a 22. Ira,
Dirty 20.
Seymour.
15. Do I need to roll for my dogs, or do they just go on my turn?
I have their initiative rolled.
Okay.
Tallman,
15.
Godfrey, 4. Everybody is good. All right, he is first. He is going to step forward towards you, and he says, "Really, there's no hard feelings. I just kill anybody who comes in here." And he takes his scimitar and he slices 3 times.
Bye.
Crit. 15 and 24.
2 hit.
2 hit. All right.
Not the crit, though, so.
Okay, we'll max in a crit.
Oh my god.
When Jacob has to pull out his phone to do the math. Hey Siri.
37 slashing damage.
Massive damage.
Are you
It
unconscious?
sure is massive damage, and you hit 0. So
No, wait.
check.
No, he
We
doesn't.
did them before.
He doesn't hit 0.
He healed me another 15 points.
That's
so that
right.
was
So how much health are you at?
it. 14.
Got it. Sorry, I had you at 37.
Yeah. That's what I was at.
I don't think you caught
Natural
it.
20.
Natural 20, you are just fine. He comes over and slices you 3 times across the chest with a scimitar, and he just looks over you. Surprising.
Quite worthless hits.
Esmeralda's turn. She says, "What's going on?"
I think.
That dude just attacked
The
my
butler's
boyfriend. She
fighting
runs
me.
in. She goes straight for him. She says, "Hey, Rahadin, we meet again." She says, "You insolence."
Dude attacked my
And
boyfriend.
she's
You're like,
going to
"Well."
flank him.
You.
Flank him.
And she's also going
Gonna
to
attack him.
do 3 attacks with her +1 rate.
Wow.
And she
Repairs him.
she misses.
Oh.
She hits. And she hits.
Woo.
That's the thing called
Sickle?
sickle.
She does
Ooh.
18 whole damage to him.
Good job.
Casimir's turn. He is going to look over and he's going to cast Firebolt on him. And he hits. Does 1d10 damage. 7.
It's a low cast.
Alright. Ira.
Should I said how much this guy is worth using spells on?
Probably a lot.
Yeah.
Probably. Let me try something.
Especially since we know where this
I'm
room
gonna
leads.
look at him. I'm gonna say, I would. So I'm casting Vicious Mockery.
Okay.
I'm gonna say, I would fight harder, but everything showed me that you probably die today.
Ooh. Pathetic.
The man with
You need to make it safe?
Yes.
Jesus, eyes.
It's Wisdom save DC 15.
22. Does it do half or none?
Nope.
Just does none?
Just does nothing.
Alright.
Yeah.
He says, "I don't believe that prophecy." Hellhound number 1.
And I'll give.
Get him.
Seymour bargains for
Give the hellhound.
Tactics, boyo.
Yeah.
Did you catch that,
Yeah,
Tim?
1.
Has
You give
to
me a
be
bardic
red
inspiration?
hellhound.
Yeah.
It's a
No,
D6.
it's friendly creature.
And I can use
Friendly
it on
creature.
attack
Right.
rolls.
Attack rolls. Attack rolls and saving throws.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not a cool one, yes.
Okay. Well, the hound has advantage.
Oh, because back tactics.
Can I roll the recharge and not use it? You know what I mean? Because when there's attacks that have a recharge, and you have to roll to see if it recharges.
Oh.
Can I roll that
Yes,
to see if I
you
get
can
it
roll
back?
each turn, but you don't have to use it.
Okay, cool.
I was attempting to do
It
that.
gets if it goes out of combat, it gets it back.
Effectively.
See if it has advantage.
Oh, okay. That's good because that was a natural one, and that was
Good thing he sucks.
I was trying to take advantage of
that's a 9.
A 9 to hit.
Yeah.
That misses.
Yeah. So they both got their fire charge back, or their fire breath.
As soon as combat's over, they get it back.
Okay.
They get whatever they. Any creature that is a recharge, they get it back at the end of combat.
Cool.
Seymour, it's your turn.
Oh, okay.
What's the lighting like in here?
Pretty dark.
Cool.
Shadow.
First off, I'm gonna move Catty Corner to Esmeralda, if that makes sense.
Next to or like over here?
Right there.
Okay.
Yep.
You're gonna fight over the table. There's a table in your way.
Yeah.
Hop up.
Is he
Gonna
past the
stab him?
table?
Yeah. Can you not see that?
I can see it. He's just on
On
it,
it.
so I wasn't sure.
Kind of standing on it.
You can't be like across the table.
Can I reach him across the table? Like to touch him?
If you lean over.
If you lean over the table and try to grab him,
That's what I'm gonna do then.
sure.
Okay, so he's not standing on the table.
No.
His
No.
mini is on the table. So.
No.
And so is your mini. It's also on the table.
Yeah.
So I didn't know.
One
I'm gonna
quarter.
lean across
Yeah.
and
Okay.
then try and like grab him and then cast Remove Curse, just in case.
Okay.
Who has Finger of Death?
Make an attack roll
Oh, I forgot about that.
with your spell attack modifier.
Okay.
Is he undead though?
Oh, we have
14.
14.
And
Get over to him,
most
grab
undead
on him, and
resistance to
you,
necrotic.
try to remove any curse that's affecting him. And he says, as soon as you do it, he looks down and he says, "What are you doing?"
Are you not cursed?
Of course I'm not.
Well, this makes this easier.
Tolman.
I'm gonna step forward.
Okay.
I am taller than Alpha, so I'm going to throw a trident at him.
Okay, roll attack.
Oh shit, he's taller than Alpha.
Sorry, when the Hellhounds go, do you have them go separately or?
Yeah, they go separately.
Okay, just making sure.
The other one rolled a 4.
Aw.
That's a 24.
That hits.
Okay.
R11.
I'm going to use
So you
a
got
first
RA rolls?
level slot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Initiative
So
rolls.
that's D6 and a D8. That's how it works, right? It's just
You're gonna smite it.
yeah.
You can't smite a ranged attack.
That's true. That's being melee attack.
Yeah, sorry.
I get it. Okay. So
He's
Just roll the regular damage.
that's 8 piercing damage.
8 piercing damage. Nice. Yeah. You shoot it forward, and because I like the idea that hit points are also kind of like stamina points, you chuck it forward, and he actually dodges it the way, but he has to expend a lot of energy to do so. It lands at the table, and he looks over at you, very afraid that nearly killed him.
Okay.
Out of the shadows,
Go back.
Back in the shadows.
put that guy over there.
I rebuke
in the
thee,
corner,
Satan.
right behind Seymour. No, Esmeralda. Oh, Esmeralda out of the bed. Yep.
Dude was just taking a nap.
This shadow
his
demon
lever.
comes out and just
It's his lever.
comes forward and is going to claw at Esmeralda. So with a 21, does 10 psychic damage.
Oof, owie, ouch, my brain.
Ari.
Well, I move forward.
Imagine
Okay.
that dragon landed in the chair.
He's
Yeah.
a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity saving throw, Rahadin.
Yeah, because of my guardian.
Fucking goddamn it.
Um,
11.
he takes 20 radiant damage.
Ow.
And then I cast.
How do hit points work like that at the... Oh, I guess.
Because if a trident impales you, you are dead.
No, but like with damage types.
I reach out and poke him.
It depends from damage type, just how you describe it.
Just think Starfinder rules. I
And
always
I have
imagine it.
advantage because I'm flanking with her.
They make it awesome.
Matt Colville describes hit points
Oh,
as
yeah,
how
well,
heroic you are, and I like that.
25 to hit.
25 to hit, Rahadin.
Yeah.
Yeah, that hits.
Inflict
Roll damage.
wounds.
That's kind of how I think about it with like armor class too. It's like
I think about it with AC. It's like your dex is if you can dodge it, your armor,
Yeah.
like it's the numbers.
A dagger can deal 4 damage, and you have 40 health. How can you take 9 dagger stabs and stay alive?
I like that more.
That's
It's
dumb.
much more
That's
fun to
stupid.
describe. Fuck you.
that's more like
29
Marvel
necrotic
says.
damage.
Sorry, how much?
29.
29 damage? Holy
I'm not saying
crap.
it's bad.
You reach forward and you grab onto Rahadin, and you just grab at his hand, and you watch as all the veins just kind of begin to burst and open up on his hand and begin to bleed down. And, looks very angry. Godfrey's turn. He's going to walk forward And he's gonna get right in that dude's face. You guys can move him.
What dude's the?
Godfrey, right in Rahadin's
Rahadin.
face. Yeah, if you can get in melee with him.
Yep.
And he is going to do a great sword attack,
He would have advantage.
and he's going to do a.
BT.
No, he's going to do a blinding smite,
Ooh.
I like it when they go blind from your smites.
and he hits.
Hey yo.
He does 2d6 plus 3d8 damage. I'm gonna round that.
Round it up.
So 11, and then 5, 10, 15, 26 damage.
Ooh.
And Rahadin is blinded.
Yes.
Nice.
Hellhound number 2.
Get him.
Can
Can he
he?
get that far?
Is it extra movement to go through allies?
No.
Okay.
It is extra movement to go through enemies.
Yeah, he can definitely get through. He's a
Okay.
50 SP.
Oh, fast puppy. Probably get between Ari and. Oh no, he could get there.
Okay.
Or is
It's got
that
plus
the
5.
You got an 18.
18 hits. And he does extra fire damage, which is 2d6. So 1d8 plus 2d6 plus 3.
Got it. Okay. I didn't realize that they got that. Pretty cool.
Yep.
Alright, so 3 piercing damage
Okay.
and 10 fire damage.
Bites into his leg and just begins to burn. He's taking hits from left and right, completely overwhelmed by you guys. Just doesn't know what to do, so he. You just see madness in his eyes. He just looks angry. He
In his
definitely
blind
should.
eyes.
What?
In his blind eyes.
In his blind eyes, basically. He should be retreating. He can't see. He can't do anything. However. Who is within 10 feet of Rahadin?
So many.
Pretty much
Everyone.
Everyone except for
Everybody
Talman.
make a wisdom saving throw.
Everybody's with Tallman and Casimir.
Yep.
Hold on.
Esmeralda got a natural 20.
10. The two of you, I believe, gain a
14.
plus 3 to that. Unless you're evil, he gets a plus 3. Got
Is it unless
Got
you're evil?
Oh, no.
It's under any condition, I think.
I don't know.
What are we making? Wisdom save.
Wisdom save.
Oh, it's for the other
Wisdom
thing.
saving throw.
Yeah, no, you both get plus 3.
19.
19.
21.
Alright, success.
Thanks.
Success.
You suck.
Might have
10.
10. Okay. Tom,
He doesn't need to make it.
out of range. And you success. Okay. Everybody succeeded except for you.
Yep.
You hear in your mind the screams of thousands of people that Rahadin has killed. He forces all the creatures that can hear the screams to make a wisdom saving throw, and you all take 16 psychic damage on a failed save, or half as much as successful one. So 8 psychic damage, 16 to you.
I go down on my knees, like blocking it out, and then collapse.
Got it. Oh, you're out?
Yep.
Seymour falls. He just looks at it. He's like smiling as you fall.
Good thing I had that 1 hit point from Lay on Hands.
Did you say they have 1 health left on Lay on Hands? Okay.
I have spare
Nice.
time.
It takes an
And
hour.
Tallman, you didn't take any damage. Godfrey
heal him
took
after.
8. And Esmeralda took 8. And Ari, you took 8. Alright. Esmeralda's. Oh, that's his bonus action actually. Then he's going to use his next turn to turn around to Esmeralda, and he's going to do 3 scimitar attacks.
Oh, no.
Because he's disadvantaged. What's her armor class? Oh, that's 17. He still hits once. Hits twice.
He doesn't know that she's
Misses. Does 18 damage to her. She is not looking good. It's Esmeralda's turn. She's going to fight back. Do 3 attacks. Does she have advantage?
Yeah.
Yes? Okay, so
Literally everyone around her does.
hit.
For him.
And hit. He's blinded, she would have advantage anyways. She does 9, 18, 27 damage to him. And
Oh.
she just kind of swishes once, slices twice, and then turns. After seeing you go down, she kind of funnels the blade forward and right through his face. And she says, "So long," and pulls it out as he just kind of falls down to his knees and hits the ground. There's just kind of like this essence that leaves with him, almost like there was so much more to him than there actually was. The ground just kind of moves away. It is kind of like a as soon as he dies.
No, I just
Um,
thought of the.
He's peppermint butler.
Ca-
He's
No.
pepper.
Casimir's turn. He is going to going to cast Firebolt on the Shadow
I'm
Demon.
not gonna be too happy about that.
He hits and he does D10 damage.
Just killed our
What
friend.
does 1d10?
Yeah, if he's a higher level, it should go up. If he's above 5, it's.
Oh, you're right.
Cantrip.
No, I was thinking of that
Should do 2d10.
that guy, Ned's like right hand
It's
guy
10
that
more
gets the
damage.
sword through his face.
Oh, it's Yorin.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, Yorin is
Ira,
the dude that
what do you do?
gets hit by the crossbow.
Crossbow.
In the second
Put
season,
Cat-
the Night's
put-
Watch dude.
Put him on the ground. Nope. Put Raha did. He fell.
Ah.
Yep.
Yeah, he tripped and fell.
Dude, is he dead or?
He's dead.
Okay.
Woo.
She stabbed him through the head. I mean, if we were using Logan's hit point rolls, that'd just be like 10 damage or whatever.
That happens to.
Bump on the bed and thunderclap.
Not mine. Fuck you.
Make a con save.
What?
Make a con save.
Con save?
Thunderclap. Not wave.
You have an
Clap.
Oh, shoot.
Sure.
I'm just joking, Logan.
Here.
Yep, you got it.
Stupid.
Oh no, you just moved.
You just made the worst mime joke ever. It's thunderclap, not thunderwave.
It got a 5.
It failed.
The,
And took 7
the
damage.
people that
7
are
damage.
over,
It is not resistant to thunder damage.
what are they called?
You just clap right in its faces, takes the damage. Hellhound number 1, what is it doing?
It can do fire breath, right? And only get the.
Fire
hellhound.
breath and only hit the thing?
Yeah. The,
If it moved,
If it's
Sure.
got in the corner, yeah.
yeah. That's
Yeah,
what it's gonna
sure.
do.
Is it dex save?
It's not Yorin. Yorin's a dude in the second
It's,
season.
Dex-
He's transported
12
to
dexterity
RE.
saving throw. He succeeds. Takes half of 66
Yep.
fire damage.
You know who I'm talking about?
That's 21, so half it is 10.
And he's resistant to 5.
As soon as I want to say Jared, it's not Jared.
it's definitely
Seymour.
not Jared.
Make a death saving throw over here. Over here.
Okay.
Nobody gets to know. Ooh.
You remember what I told you, right?
Yeah, I know.
He wants
Alright.
to fail. but-
Dude, that was close.
Yep.
I should probably
Tom?
try this.
That's an interesting statement for you to make. Dude, that was close. It's like a 2.
Tell me.
I'm gonna 30 lay on hands.
Alright.
So
You
you're
come
one.
back to life at 1 hit point. You come over to him and he just kind of jolts back awake.
You owe me your life.
Oh! Holy shit!
Oh my god. Alright.
I owe you nothing.
Back in.
Knock him out.
Keep going.
Shadow Demon's turn is going to attack Esmeralda. It's going to
Uh-oh.
do another claw.
Uh-oh.
It hits, does 10 psychic damage. Esmeralda is not looking good. And then she says, guys, I'm not looking so good. Alright, it's your turn.
Huh?
It's your turn.
Oh, me.
Jory.
Jory. Right. Da-da.
That through the face thing happens to the Prince of.
That was the hill
Oh,
chief.
yeah, it
The
does.
Prince of House Martell.
There,
Prince
that's
of
what it
Dorne.
was. Okay.
You were asking what the girls were.
No, I was asking for what that
Oh.
kingdom was called.
What are you doing, Ryan?
Oh,
Chaos Bolt, sorry.
Yeah.
Roll attack.
I know what you
16?
That's the fun thing
Roll
about
the damage. And then specify what damage it is.
Yes, sir. Oh, darn it.
Exactly. There's too much of it.
Chaos Bolt. It is 15 lightning damage.
15 lightning damage takes full damage. Wait. It takes no damage.
Oh, what a bitch.
What a little fuck, man.
You just hit it with lightning and it just doesn't affect it whatsoever.
Alright, lightning.
Godfrey's
does
turn. Godfrey's going to make his way over to the thing.
that. Godfrey, don't attack it with lightning.
I won't. And
Alright.
he's going to
Jacob.
cast.
Jacob. I don't mean to be the bearer of bad news, but I don't know how he makes it to the thing.
Can you not make it over there?
I don't think so. Right?
Shoot.
We're all
Okay.
surrounded.
He will.
He didn't
Then,
get here.
no, it's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
He will.
Stand over the dog.
Ride the dog.
Like your favorite
Ride
way.
the dog and swing.
He's
Like when
going to
you're
cast
trying
command
to
on
pretend
it.
To ride a
Oh.
ladder,
He commands it. He says, approach.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
It fails and it approaches him.
Does the pupper get an attack of...
On
oh,
its
no.
turn. On its turn.
Oh.
Hellhound number 2.
Get on, pupper. Can't get over there.
Have him predict
Well,
the
he can...
move.
He can,
He can't get over there, so he
can't
can't
he-
do anything.
No, wouldn't
He can bite and then go away, right?
No, he can't get over it.
He
Couldn't
can't
he
get in,
do
there's too much
his
chaos
breath
going on.
Do you
weapon?
wanna know another
through
funny
the dog?
rule?
What?
It's a cone, so
cone?
it would
No.
probably hit the rest.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yes, it does
Right.
look maybe.
With a
No.
Sharpie.
Yeah, I know, but it's a shadow.
Aims at the
demon,
wall.
so it doesn't- Esmeralda's going to go. She is
Do they
going
stay up
to...
when you go on
She
hunting?
is hot-headed
Guess
and
so.
cocky and going to try to kill this thing without running away.
I really want to make a dunce cap.
Right,
For these games. No.
But she's going to cast lightning bolt.
You can
Oh.
cosplay
No,
as
she's not. She
as a-
she heard you say that.
no wart.
Oh yeah.
She's gonna cast lightning bolt.
No!
Hit. Crit.
Ooh.
Hit. 18, 27, 36 damage. And that's how much health to add. It dies.
I think that's
Woohoo!
the fourth time I've heard you say
And
crit
she
this game
stabs into it
for an
again.
hour in.
And it dies. It just disappears into shadows. You all come out of the battle. It was only just a few seconds as you guys come out of it. Seymour nearly dying.
12 seconds.
I'll heal Seymour.
Welcome back.
You alright?
I use my dog to pick myself back up.
Holy shit, guys! We just killed Strahd's butler.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should probably hurry up and leave.
Yeah, it's really bad.
We need to find Irina and Ismark and
Everybody all right? You okay?
Yeah.
She's
Sure.
better because of me.
I came back on my own.
I mean, he did
You
heal
are
you.
being misguided.
Get 18 hit points back.
Pretty sure if he didn't heal you, you would have died.
No, I would have gotten him.
Already healed you.
Ghost don't like
Shall we continue
lightning.
then?
Didn't know.
No, I want to search this room and his body.
Search the room.
I will help. Because that's a really good idea.
Get my fragment back.
Oh.
Natural 20.
Oh!
Where did
Wow.
that?
Now it's gonna be like, there's nothing in here.
Well, I mean, it's not like there's some kind of hidden staircase.
Is there anything hidden that I might see while helping her search?
Hang on.
With your elven eyes.
With my elven true sight eyes?
I always think of that commercial.
What
Your
for?
special eyes.
Yes.
Oh.
I have special eyes.
Look,
What do you
look
specialize
with your
in?
special eye.
Memes.
What did you say?
Guys, I won't be part of the
You
next game because I'm gonna
specialize
hang
in-
myself.
Nice.
Oh.
He said, you have special eyes. And I said, what do you specialize in?
Hmm.
Nice. Epic win.
That
Oh.
took you 2 seconds to respond.
I'm only like fucking
Nice.
processing an entire goddamn D&D game right now.
It's okay, guys.
All
I only
right.
had a 12-hour workday, but I thought it was going to be 5, so
Oh.
I'm kind of done with life.
There's nothing in this room actually. It looks to be a working room, but it's very well kept in
Nothing
here.
on his body?
Nothing on his body actually, other than his scimitar.
Does anyone want a scimitar?
yes.
You
Shouldn't
take
be
his
in it.
scimitar. And there is a secret door sitting to the north end of the west wall. It can be pulled open to reveal a dusty web-choked staircase of ancient worn stone that descends into darkness.
And that door going down.
You push your way through the cobwebs as you make your way down.
Oh, I'm not going first.
I'll go first.
Ira heads first. All right.
Do you need more healing?
That should take us down.
I know where it goes.
Okay.
Should take us down to K78.
You get 22. More.
22.
Don't look for a hot second.
Wait, we only have the floor plans.
Oh, do we have vision of this?
Yeah,
Mhm.
I have the floor plans. I can see all of
Well,
that.
I mean, yeah, I guess that makes sense. The people who designed it probably also designed the secret parts, maybe.
Probably. I mean, I've literally seen traps marked on here, so.
That's dope. We just killed Strahd's butler.
We did, you're right.
That's the stairway that heads down.
Does it get wider?
Hmm? What do you mean?
Is
does
it
it get-
5 or 10?
Huh?
The space.
Each square is 5 feet.
Okay.
I'll keep going.
I'll walk up front with you.
Esmeralda stops. She's like, wait.
What?
Those guys, they really did a number on me. I'm not feeling too good.
Give her a potion of healing.
Thanks.
I'll cast Cure Wounds on her.
She gets 8 health.
Wait, is this someone?
Feeling a little better.
She has 4 hit points.
Have you fought him before?
Rodden? Yeah, a few times.
Does he ever come back?
No,
Huh? That's reassuring.
he's very, very strong.
Maybe we should be proud of ourselves.
He's kind of a stupid idiot for just staying there. Could have ran, could have lived. Don't know what he was doing.
Let's keep going.
I might stay behind a little, guys.
That's fine.
I don't want to die here.
You want me to carry you?
No, it's fine. You guys make your way over. Are you moving down the stairway? Stairway?
Talk to her. If I return your vitality, will you repay it?
What do you want?
What do you have to offer?
Not much.
Then you will stay here.
I'll reach in my bag and pull out 5 emerald gemstones. Will you heal her?
I'll take them, put them in my pocket.
Okay.
And what are you giving me to heal her?
I think that was what he was giving you to heal her.
There's the electrum.
That's not worth it. I pull out gold spectacles. You could use these. They'll make you look more handsome. Sorry,
So-
they'll make you look handsome.
Kind words from you.
Yes, my ugly face.
You can match me. I have rose tinted glasses.
She gets 11 hit points, and then so she gets 20 hit points.
20.
9 more. 22?
No, I said 20 total.
Thanks.
Oh, 22.
I feel a lot better. Appreciate it.
I put on the spectacles. Do they seem magical in any way?
No, but they're really nice
Alright,
and
cool.
really expensive. They're like Gucci.
It's kind
You
of
guys
fun.
go down the stairway?
Yes. It's kind of fun being assholes to each other.
A little bit, yeah.
It's not fun we have to do with the
You're floating through
NPCs,
the walls,
but
because you're gonna move.
I set them all up on the staircase and you moved.
Alright, put your guys at that stairway as you guys make your way into the next room. Give me 1 second. I gotta roll.
Uh-oh. I would just like to remind everyone that this is just a shot in the dark on if this lady's even down here.
Yep.
Oh, that's right.
You wanna know what
What
Ira
you
would have
want
done
to
if he was in his right mind?
Huh.
Kept spamming Cure Wounds until he could have gotten the guy to tell us where he was. But he also
nothing
died before the
matters.
next turn, so
Mhm.
before my next go, so I couldn't try it again.
Okay.
And you're right, nothing matters. If
Oh, I should
we
have double
succeed, we
tapped him.
succeed anyways.
You guys head into this room.
Boop.
As you make your way in,
There's.
I will read the description. In this room is 30 foot. This room is 30 feet square, rising to a 20-foot tall flat ceiling. A stone brazier burns fiercely in the center of the room, but its tall white flame produces no heat. Sorry. Produces no heat. The rim of the brazier is carved with 7 cup-shaped indentations spaced evenly around the circumference. Within each indentation is a spherical stone, twice the diameter of a human eyeball and made of a colored crystal. No 2 stones are the same color. Overhead, a wood-framed hourglass as tall and wide as a dwarf hangs 10 feet above the brazier. Suspended from the ceiling by thick iron chains. Suspended from the ceiling from thick iron chains is the brazier. All of the sand is stuck in the upper portion of the hourglass, seemingly unable to run down to the bottom. Written in glowing script on the base of the hourglass is a verse in common. 2 9-foot tall iron statues of knights on horseback, poised to charge with swords drawn, stand deep. Wow. Stand in deep alcoves facing each other. The brazier sits between them.
What does the
Phrase
verse
say.
say?
The verse reads, "Cast a stone into the fire. Violet leads to the mountain spire. Orange to the castle's peak. Red if lore is what you seek. Green to where the coffins hide. Indigo to the master's bride. Blue to the ancient magic's womb. Yellow to the master's tomb."
Wait, what was the indigo? I'm so sorry.
It was
Master's
the
bride.
Master's bride. So
The Master's
one that we
bride.
want.
Casimir,
Yes.
The,
your sister. Oh no, that would lead to Irina, wouldn't it?
the
Yes.
eyeball gemstones, the double size, the baseball gemstones. Are they colored?
Yep.
Well, there you go.
Baseball. Is that?
Close enough. Alright.
Bowling, or no.
So we had
Pool ball.
That's
we
yeah.
had mountains. We had Castle Spire.
It's right in front of us. We don't even remember it.
Aren't
Yeah,
we just
the
going
stones
down?
set into the brazier's rim are colored red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet.
What was the violet one?
Throw them all in there.
What was the violet one?
Violet? The mountain spire.
Okay.
Give me 1 second.
Shouldn't we just continue down?
Yes. We can maybe use this to.
Get to Irina.
I don't really know what it does.
I would guess you throw one in and it teleports you to where it says it will take you. If indigo is to
Could be a
the
trick.
master's bride, it would take us to Irina.
Could be a
I
trick.
would imagine it gives us
It could be.
visions.
Visions.
It could also give a vision. Let them see what is inside. We could test it with red. Red states it would give a lore, not anything important, not a
Take you
teleportation.
somewhere though.
But what happens
Take you
to
to a.
the sand if we activate this?
I don't
Okay.
know.
Don't know either. Let's not mess with it then.
Would be ideal.
We need to go through this staircase up to go across.
Can we see the staircases?
You see doors.
Okay.
We can take K80 or we can go down to K77.
What?
There's a door.
Yeah, but we're trying to get over here.
Right, but I'm just saying we could go that way because we could then fall to K76 and get over there anyways. Yeah. Oh no, I see
No,
what you're saying.
that takes
I see,
you
I
back
see,
up.
I see, I see.
We need to go through that
Just
door.
hit the I-5.
Let me
Yeah.
let me lead the way.
No,
The trap
don't,
seems
that
to be
That foot.
A
coming soon, according to the map.
Sure.
I'm sure.
Does the map not say that this is a trap?
It does not. I'm going to take the lead, and we're going to take the K80/K81 staircase. I'm going to be keeping an eye out for anything that looks like it might be a pressure plate, a trap, or anything, because the map indicates that a trap is on this hallway.
Move your mini on where you go.
Do I need to roll something to...
Do you want to just do one mini right now, or?
Well, I'm the one moving right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you're going down.
Yeah. Do I need to roll? Do I need to... What do I need to do?
Okay. Yep, the
So I'm using
door
this
creaks.
side.
Sorry. The door creaks open to reveal a stone staircase between rough masonry walls. There's
Okay.
little dust on these steps, but light fog tumbles down the steps from above.
Okay.
Make your way into the tunnel.
Yes.
The tunnel is cut into the pillar stone of Ravenloft itself. Surface is slick. Its ceiling is barely 6 feet high. The lingering fog limits visibility to a few feet. You can't see out very far.
Okay.
It's 6 feet high.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm like Dracula in the fucking Adam Sandler movie.
What?
Crouches like a cat.
What do I
What
see?
was the name of the movie?
You see that a hallway,
Okay.
and it's 6 feet tall. It's slick
Pennsylvania.
stone. It's like carved, and there's fog. It's very difficult to see out to maybe
Does he
about
slap?
5 feet.
Okay.
There's a scene in it where they have
Well,
to go through it.
with true sight, what do I like? Do I still kind of still only see 5
You
feet?
see fog.
Okay.
There's nothing in here.
Okay.
But we know this is the way we're meant to be.
I know this is where we're meant to be, and I know that according to the map, there's supposed to be a trap here. Just wondering, do I need to roll? Do I need to?
What do you want to do?
I want to walk down the hallway,
Okay.
watching for traps.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. Do I need to roll? Do I need to just walk down?
What do
the
you want
hallway?
to roll?
How thick is the fog?
Is it investigation?
It goes about 5 feet, and then he can't see anymore.
Is it
I might be able to
investigation?
get rid of the fog. Give me a moment.
What? Do you want to investigate or do you want to perceive? It is up to you.
You should perceive
I don't
investigation.
know what
You
the
don't have anything
difference
to
is.
investigate.
I'll do perception. I
Okay.
guess.
No, I can just make more fog. Sorry.
It'd be 18.
18. You move down and you kind of slowly look and you're looking about the room and you're scanning everything. Look back down on the map and you look back up and you're like, there should be a trap here, but you're not seeing anything.
So how far down am I?
That far.
To where I am right here.
It's a long hallway. It keeps going and keeps going.
Is it safe?
I don't see anything right now.
Do you want help looking?
How well can you see in the mist?
I don't know. I'll try to walk over.
I'll cast guidance on you.
Okay.
You walk up, you see the same thing he sees about 5 feet outwards, and it's just mist. It's a long, dark hallway. It's very difficult to see anything.
Can you put me next to you?
Body slams Esmeralda.
The sword has blind sight. I'm gonna pull out the hilt.
Okay.
Does it seem safe to you?
Confusion.
We should walk further. It might not even be here anymore. It's old here.
True. So are we just walking?
I'm gonna cautiously walk and try to look at the ground to see
Roll
if there's
perception.
anything. But ooh. Wait, I have crayons?
If you sense anything strange, give me a sign.
It would be 11, so my pass at 14.
14?
Yeah.
You don't see anything. You and I are both pretty certain, especially with your true sight, that the trap probably isn't even here anymore.
Okay. I'll stop and tell everyone to come down this way.
I'll come forward holding the sword very
Okay.
Are we walking ahead still?
You guys continue walking, and you walk, and you walk, and hang on. I can move the map.
Okay.
And
Oh.
Tallman, are you following? Or are you just gonna walk all the way down? Right?
I'm following.
We're
At
walking
that distance.
together.
Good.
so-
You guys walk.
I'm very confused. Are you moving the map or are we moving the minis?
I thought Tallman was following you. If he's not, then just move
Are
him.
you
We are all
I
following.
am following you.
Okay then.
Okay, they're following at this distance is what it is. That makes sense.
Ira, Ari, make a dexterity saving throw. Nope, sorry. Never mind. Just kidding. Just joking.
It's only
Alright.
dangerous if you're big and fat like Tom.
You both are like, yeah, there's nothing here. You continue to walk forward, and as you continue
Oh.
walking, make your way onto the stone. The floor opens up beneath you, and the two of you just have that last split second of like, God damn it, and you both fall, and you fall into a chute of polished black marble and slide into darkness. You just watch them, and you just hear. "Ah."
There is clearly something you are not able to do. And I put the sword away.
You guys
They have fallen.
put your minis down this way.
Oh, that's cool.
God damn it! Why is it so big?
Yeah, seriously. It's spooky.
I think I'm confused about true sight, but I'll talk to you about it later.
It's fine. Each square should be 5 feet. Is that accurate?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Are we down here?
You're in here. Both of you laying in there.
No?
It's not an illusion, it's a contraption.
It's a contraption.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the fog isn't magical darkness, it's magical
Yeah.
fog.
Mm-hmm.
Like hey, well no, it's like hey, here's this nice ability for Castle Ravenloft, and most of the things in Castle Ravenloft that it has to do with it
It's
just
not for
counters.
Castle Ravenloft.
Sorry, you can't just walk through everything. It'd be awesome.
No, I get it.
You guys fall and you enter the this.
Okay.
Do we
You
slide?
splash into water. Yeah, it slides. It's a slant. You fall and you both. The water breaks your fall. You don't take any damage. And you land in this area.
Mhm.
That's an old song. Kind of weird one. But I do know that.
Yeah, that is a
And he
weird
walks
song.
outside and there's just a dance party in his house that he didn't know about. So he puts on his dancing shoes. Doesn't say he puts on other clothes.
Why
Just
would
his
you?
shoes.
Does he get a ping pong ball after that?
Yes, he
Ha
does.
ha ha ha.
Nice.
I didn't get it, but
Have you never read that story? Look up the ping pong ball story later.
want
Read
to.
it.
Mm-mm.
It's worth it. It's completely worth
Go
it.
watch that video.
Did you watch the Dabby Chappy video?
Yeah, Jacob's in it,
Yeah.
and he made me watch it.
Yeah, you guys fall into a small enclosed area. It's about 4 feet of water, so it's up to your waists.
Can I run over to where
Much
they
higher
fell
than
in?
my waist.
you run-
Okay.
You run over and you.
That's like our chest.
Yeah, I'm
Oh, how tall are you?
5'4".
Oh, yeah, it's up to here.
6
I know, I'm
foot?
fine.
No, 5 to 11.
Yeah, you see a
little
hole.
taller than that.
Ira,
You guys hear him.
We're fine.
are you sure it's a trap? So I mean,
Thank you for teaching me how to swim.
I taught you how to swim.
Yes.
Okay, it's a useful skill. You should really get out of there though.
I was 6'2". Yeah, probably. We'll figure it out.
It's a slant. I don't. Wait.
doesn't seem
are
like
these-
we have any other choice
are
but
these-
to follow you.
Are these bars?
You look over.
Give us a minute.
A strong young man clutches the bars of his cell while struggling to keep his teeth from chattering. His clothes are shredded and he is soaked from head to toe.
Because it's underwater.
You see on the other side, directly across from you, Ari. Do
Uh-huh.
you have dark vision?
I have true sight.
Yeah.
That's right. You can you look over and you also see it as well.
No, you don't.
What?
No, it's just a joke.
No, you're good. You're good.
And he just looks over and he says, "Who's there?"
Oh, hi, Ismark.
How do you use Mark?
It's not Ismark.
No,
Who is it?
What is it?
this guy.
It's a motherfucking loser,
Oh.
Cassie.
Hello, stranger.
I love him. It's
He looks over at you.
Terry Crews.
He says, "He is Terry Crews." He says, I'm a resident of Valaki.
What are you doing here?
I was chased by dire wolves here. He dropped me in, and I've been here for weeks. Please help me."
Is he next? Is he in here with us, or
No,
is he
he's-
across?
No, he's on the he's across the other side.
These cells, do they have like keyholes?
Yours is open.
Oh, ours is open. What about his?
No.
No keyhole?
This is water too, as well, right? Well, I'd
You
have
can
to
walk
be.
over to it.
Yeah, I'll walk over to it.
It's locked, and there is a keyhole.
Alright, I will attempt to unlock it.
Go ahead and
Doing,
roll that
rope
shit.
things.
I'm gonna look for Ismark. If I can.
Okay.
Please don't move too far away.
I won't.
Do you need us to join you?
I think
Give
we're
us a
okay
moment.
right now.
All right, we're gonna cut to these guys then.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna cut to
Put yourselves over.
doing nothing but standing in a foggy hallway.
I'll start
What'd you get?
walking this way to
28.
28.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I'm sorry. You have disadvantage. You would have to do it underwater, which is really fucking difficult.
Alright, then dirty 20.
That's fine. Even while underwater, you still and you open it, and it kind of pushes the water around, and he just looks. He says, "Oh, thank you so much."
I'm gonna cast prestidigitation and make his clothing that isn't soaked in water, that isn't like underwater, warm.
Oh,
Is there light in here,
And taste good.
Jacob?
you here alone? Who are you?
No, we're not alone. We
We're
fell through a
traveling.
trap.
What'd you say?
We fell through a trap.
No, before that you asked me something.
Oh, I asked if there was any light in here.
Nope, completely dark.
Is he an elven man or a human? Oh, he's a human, huh?
No, there is light actually. I'm sorry. There's
Oh.
light coming from this one.
Okay.
Have you seen anyone
Yeah, I
else
know,
here?
but
Anyone else here?
yeah, I'm gonna look for
Cells.
Ismark.
I don't know. It might
Okay.
be.
I'm gonna look for
Can you
Ismark.
see?
You're gonna go to each one?
Yeah, I'll just look.
Which one do you go to first?
I'll just kind of do like a.
Alright, well, each one has something in it, so which one do you go
I
to
go
first?
to that one first.
And I'll follow with.
I do like a back and back and back. I don't know my own castle.
Strahd didn't want to.
Someone took my floor plans.
I almost my bedroom was down here.
Like,
It
I don't know
is.
how to navigate my own castle without my floor plan.
This one, it swings open. Do you
Oh
want to go in
yeah,
it?
I'll walk in there, look
Alright,
around.
you kind of wade through the water and get in. You feel coins shifting beneath your feet.
Ooh.
Do you look down?
Yeah.
Yeah. There are about 2,000 electrum pieces in this one.
What the shit? Why are there so many goddamn electrum?
Electrum in D&D, I believe, was a currency that was commonly used in the older times, and so since this is in Barovia, which has been stuck in time for forever, Electrum is the primary currency.
I pick up like a handful of them,
Okay.
and I hand them to the nameless man. Here you go.
It will take you. It'll take you an entire minute to gather about 100 of them, but you can grab about maybe like 20 and hand
yeah,
to him.
like enough to fit in my hands. Here.
I don't have any pockets. Thank you, though.
Just hold them.
Hold them.
Oh, okay.
He
Oh.
also doesn't like Electrum.
I mean, screw it.
Do you happen to know someone by the name of Atlantica?
I go to that one next.
Hmm?
Go to that one next.
Alright.
Okay.
There was gold in that one, or just all over the place?
Electrum
The
just
floor
in
has
that
just
one.
electrum in that one. Yeah.
That one
Cash money.
contains.
The corpse of a young man.
And his name was
Shackled to the back of the wall of this cell is an emaciated. Wait, what?
Emaciate?
That's like.
Yeah.
Is that a
when
word?
they're- Yeah,
Yeah,
it's when they're like
starved.
completely starved.
Yeah.
What?
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought it was like gourd.
No, emaciate.
Oh,
a gourd is
Jesus.
like something rips you to pieces.
Mutilated.
Mutilated.
It's when you meet.
Oh,
Yeah. No.
Okay, I knew what that was. I just didn't know if that was
Avarice.
a word for
Huh?
it.
Gore
Yeah.
is what happens when you meet Abris.
Did we fuck something up?
No, I fucked something up because I'm stupid and I'm an idiot and I'm dumb.
Stupid idiot.
Oh,
Oh.
fine.
He's dumb.
This castle
It's
is
okay.
like
I'm just gonna retcon it. It's okay.
this castle is like 30 years big. So
Yeah, I know.
What?
What the fuck is that?
That part
saying?
is supposed to be on the other side. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Oh.
You go over to that next one.
Uh huh.
Wait a second.
Hey, do you have that ibuprofen
Remember
over there?
Flip it.
at the beginning of
Fuck
the
it.
game, you guys, when Jacob
Could've
said
asked me
that
not.
he
Yeah.
explored this in Minecraft?
dude, exploring it in
I'm sorry.
Minecraft and remembering exactly what's
I
in
know,
every
it's-
room is a completely different thing.
Can't we just make fun of our friends?
No.
Yes.
I'd like you to know how hard this is to run.
What?
What?
That doesn't even make
Shackled
sense.
to the back of this wall is an emaciated figure in blue robes.
Oh.
Its spindly arms spread wide and its head tilted forward. Long gray hair hangs down the front of the dead man's face.
You hear him speak. Come hither,
He's
watch
passed.
me wither.
Does he have anything on him?
Hmm?
Does he have anything on him?
You gonna go in?
Yeah.
Wade through the water and you make your way over. No. There's still flesh that clings to this thing's bones.
Hmm.
Puncture marks from are on his neck. It looks like this person bled out, all
Alright.
chained to the wall.
Let's just go to the next one.
Yeah. I'll close it back behind me.
Boop, 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 doop, doop, boop.
Which one are you getting?
That was
The
Strahd's snack pack.
third on the left.
Okay.
A snack pack.
There's nothing in that one.
Oh, and then we go to the one on the
Doop,
right.
doop, 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 doop.
Pounded into the roof of this into the roof of this cell is a rusted iron pulley, strung through which is a rope that is tied to one of the cross beams of the barred door.
Okay.
Dangling upside down from this pulley is a man, flabby and stout of build, in tight-fitting leather armor. His boots are bound with rope just below the pulley. His fleshy hands are tied behind his back, and his head is underwater. He isn't moving.
Oh, okay, so he was basically slowly lowered into the water?
No.
What exactly?
I'm gonna.
Could you describe the torture device just for clarity?
I don't think it was a torture device.
There's a beam.
Oh no, it was different.
There's rope tied to the beam.
Yeah.
The rope goes down, ties onto this dude's legs. He's
Oh.
almost in the water. His head is underwater.
Okay.
It didn't lower him, just tied him there.
I'll take.
And his hands are tied behind his back.
I'm gonna cast Mage Hand.
'Kay.
And put one of my mini daggers in it. I'm gonna send it through and cut the rope.
Splashes into the water.
Do you have anything on him?
Hmm?
Do you have anything on him?
You gonna go check?
Mm-hmm.
No.
You know, I can check with.
Well, there's only one thing in the room. It's just a smashed lyre.
Does it look like I could fix it?
Just for fun, just for you guys to know that your characters don't know.
I
Strahd
don't
had
know.
this human bard suspended from the ceiling as a test to see how long he could keep his head above water. The man weakened and drowned.
That's what I figured it was.
Oh.
Does it look like I
It's
can
gotta
fix
keep
the
him
lyre?
like a setup.
Does it look like I can fix the lyre?
No, it's smashed.
Ab crunch workout.
I was gonna say, I imagine he's all like ripped.
He's flabby, dude.
Would he by any chance have some of his songs on him, or were those taken away?
Help, I'm drowning.
Let you know, alright, does not know he's bard.
Drowning.
Well, there's a
You're gonna
lot.
go
Well,
next?
there's a lyre, I could
Yeah.
assume.
There's nothing glowing in that one. I'm stupid and dumb.
That bard from Game of Thrones and Joffrey.
Oh, he gets his tongue cut out? Yeah.
This cell. There look to be skeletal remains on the floor of this one.
Anything in this room besides the dead guy?
Do you want to search through the water?
Yeah.
Rusted plate armor that is on what looks like a dwarf and a battle axe. The dwarf is completely a skeleton.
Is there a way out of this room?
Yeah,
think
there's
this
a door
is the
right
door.
there.
Okay, cool.
The cage door.
We've been waiting for like 5 minutes.
I'll open the cage door.
All right, you make your way to the cage door. What are you guys doing?
Waiting for like 5 minutes.
You're just gonna continue waiting?
No, we said we'd find our way back
We
up.
said we'd find our way back to them,
Okay.
but that doesn't mean that they have to stay there if they don't want
That's
to.
true.
What do you suggest we do?
Oh.
I think it'll be easier for them to find us if we stay put.
It would also be
You're not
much
there.
easier for them to die.
I know them. They're capable.
You
The
know
man
Strahd.
looks to all of you and says, "Oh, what are you looking for?
Our friend,
A friend?
and then the rest of our
Another
friends.
man,
Is he locked down here?
Yes.
likely.
I'm sorry, I cannot stand by while they are in danger. If you choose to follow me, that is your choice. I'm going after them.
1 second, Tommy.
Make a big old slip and slide.
1 second, Tommy.
What?
You still come down. No, there's no water on it though.
There's a little monsoon that comes out of the room. Oh, someone's here.
You guys make your way into another flooded area. Opening the the grates right there. They are kind of rusted and stuck shut. If you want to try to roll strength to open it,
Sure.
roll strength.
You want to help me?
You guys are just clipping through the wall.
Not as good that did. It'd be a big old 4, and then
Oh.
Tallman comes to the rescue with his big skull arm.
Yeah. Hear me come.
Are you not gonna try and open it? All right.
She
Oh, I helped him.
Oh,
that
you-
was me rolling with advantage.
There's a giant splash in the back. You come over. You see them trying to open a gate at the end with somebody else with them. He turns. He says, "Who is this?
This is Tallman.
Who are you?
With us.
Who are you?
I'm
He
a
was
man
locked
from
up.
Valaki. My name is Emil."
Why were you kept here?
Chased by dire wolves
Into a locked cage.
into Strahd's castle.
He chased me here, then he locked me up.
We'll discuss this later. You need to get into this room.
We need. Yes, I believe if we go up the staircase, we'll reach the same
Very
place.
well.
I can find out. Actually.
Cast guidance on myself.
Where do you hail? He just looks at you.
I hail from my homeland.
Where is that?
We could.
Your kind would call it Cholt. Not from here.
However,
Not
if
from
we're
Barovia.
already down here, I want to look for Eastmark. This is where he would be.
How long have you been here?
There's more cells.
I have been here for some time as well. Alright, that's over there.
I'm gonna. I'll wait.
24.
You go over. You pull it open easily, and you guys make your way into the next room. Put your
No,
minis
I'm
in?
gonna go back to where we fell down through.
Okay.
And
I'm
Point up.
casting floating disc, by the way, while this is happening.
cast a message up to
Seymour?
Seymour and
Okay.
say, it would probably be best if you all just came down here. I think we can meet up to the same place where we need to go, but I also no, that's too many words. I'll cast it again.
Yeah.
I think Ismark might be down here. We've already made another friend.
Alright, I tell everyone else that's up there that we're going down.
Okay. Roll insight checks, you three.
Okay.
Wow, I actually
I-
rolled good insight as Ira. 18.
18. Okay. 17.
Seven.
Okay. 7.
Yes. Unless
What'd
we
you
do passive insight.
17,
It's
18,
14.
14.
No, passive insight is 14, but you don't
You
do
don't
that.
notice. You two notice that as soon as you say, "All right, I'm having the rest of them come down," this dude gets incredibly nervous.
Why are you so nervous, friend?
No, I'm not. I'm cold.
No, I made you warm. You're nervous. Do you not want to meet our friends?
Can you please reveal what you're hiding?
No.
Zone of
Not
Truth.
until I know who you are. You're casting Zone of Truth. Okay. You cast Zone of Truth.
I'll
If you're
ask you
looking
one
for-
more time.
If you're
What
looking,
are you hiding?
if you're looking for people that are not allies of Strahd, we are not an ally of Strahd. We would not have freed you if we were. Would have killed you.
Seems as though he may be hiding from someone that is not Strahd. We are here to help you. I am bound by my oath to do so.
Whose oath?
An oath is an oath, but if you would have me recite it under a god's name.
Oh God.
What is it then? Okay. What do you ask then?
I know what you are.
What do you mean?
How?
What do you think I am? What do you think I am?
A werewolf.
Not one of Strahd's. Those who survive an encounter sometimes take on their curse.
Then I want to leave. It's the quickest way out.
With us.
If you
That's
want
the
your
only way out.
It's
We
true.
are not set to harm you.
If you go alone, then it's likely to Strahd.
He turns and he runs up the stairway. He begins to wade through the water, and he just pushes and pushes and pushes, and he goes to the stairs.
I'm gonna go after him. Try to grapple him.
Roll grapple.
Okay.
He's slow and weak.
That's an athletics check?
Yep.
18.
18. You run forward, you grapple him down to the ground. You're gonna push him under the water?
No.
You're just gonna grab him?
Yeah.
You grab onto him, and he and begins to transform and turns into a werewolf. And he's just trying to get free.
Do you still have your magic?
Am I here now?
Moment.
You're gonna have to roll initiative.
Well, this is really interesting.
You're also going to tell me how the water affects the hellhounds. Doesn't say they have.
They have the
Okay.
doggy paddle.
Alright.
It just starts to boil around him.
Yeah.
Just look, they just drown
be
and die.
nice, kind of warm.
Yeah.
In a hot tub?
Aw, they're little puppers.
They're hellhounds.
They're hell
Yeah.
pumpers.
It's just like the closets, you
Oh.
know?
Yeah, they're cute.
Oh,
I saw what that was.
What?
One of your inspirations.
I'm sorry.
it's not-
No, I'm not.
I'm sorry. It's a 2.
This is the guy.
Ira,
23.
Seymour,
I forgot to roll. 18.
Tommy.
The spiciest of all twos.
Nice. Ari,
16.
top of the round is Ira. Put the werewolf mini.
Maybe help me with him. It's more.
Can you take
Yeah,
that?
get rid of the drown.
Oh, I didn't realize.
Yeah, no. You currently have him grappled. He's just trying to get free.
You're the man that was taken from the werewolf camp, aren't you?
That's where I've heard the name before. God damn it.
What do you mean?
Your people, though, they want you back.
We've been to the camp. They think you're dead.
Put me down.
We'll take you there.
We'll take you there if you like. But we have
Stop
more.
struggling.
We have more people we need to find.
Still gonna hold on to him. Just for a little while.
I think it's okay to let him down. If he runs again.
He stops. You can continue holding him. He looks over.
If he was to run again, then destiny would foretell that he would die to Strahd. If he stays with us, then he might have a chance.
Wait. That's a bit of a given. You've been there.
Yes.
Yes.
Who did you speak to?
Can I roll to remember
I
her
have
name?
the notes somewhere. I don't know where my notes are on it.
My kind don't keep names. You're not with them. They serve Strahd. And you do not. I did once. They
And
still do.
What do you do now?
Rot in his dungeons for defying him.
What do you want to do?
I want to return to my wife.
She's waiting for you.
They wanted to kill children. They wanted to train them and turn them into werewolves.
We heard.
We got the children out.
We saved them.
4 of them.
You saved them.
Yes. They're in Kresk.
I was safe.
You watch as he just turns back into his normal
I'll
form.
let go.
Goes back in the water.
I'll pull him out of the water because I'm so tall.
Had I known. I'm sorry.
We're sorry.
My wife. Is she alive?
Yes. If she's the woman I think she is, yes.
Is that the woman who
Zulika.
prays at the altar?
What was the name?
Yes. Her name is Zulika.
She's alive.
That's a strange name.
We saw her how many days ago?
It's
A week,
been about a
maybe.
week. We infiltrated it under disguises. When I said the other captain, your name, they were confused. So they know.
It was a lie. I'm not from Valakia. I was not chased here. I was the leader of the werewolves.
So what is your goal now? Lead the werewolves or to rebel
No.
against Strahd?
He simply
They are
wishes
my
to be with his
family.
wife.
I will return to them.
And how do you trust they will not kill you? Or return you to that very same cell?
They want
Because
him
only
back.
one man allowed it to happen.
They made it very clear they want him back.
And who was this?
I'm assuming the rest of us are there now, right?
Are the rest of you guys joining us?
Yeah, I told them to come back down.
it's
Long
been
time.
a decent
We'll just say the rest of you are there, but I
I would
really
think
want to
so.
put 30 minis down on that.
Yeah.
30.
Can you at least put Seymour there?
Yeah.
Name was Kareel. Kareel was
That works.
he was in charge of
Lock him up again.
ensuring that we continued our lineage as werewolves. We kept quiet. We served Strahd. We didn't do anything else. But me and my wife, we had a problem with transforming children who were unwilling into them. We didn't want that.
Nor did we.
Kareel did not agree. Everyone else did. Kareel went to Strahd, and Strahd took me away.
What has happened to Kareel?
I don't know. I haven't been there in months.
I think
That's
he's
the woman who prays.
No.
No, that's the man who attacked us on the road, the leader.
Did he get away?
Yes.
He's like,
Burned him very badly, but he left.
I
Run
don't
away.
know what I'm going to do now. I haven't made any decisions. I only care that my wife is alive and I can return to my people.
Will you fight with us
No,
if you fight with
when the
us,
time comes?
you're
Cool.
idiots for fighting Strahd. I would never join you.
if you fight with us, we'll make sure that Kareel is dead when the time comes.
This man has
I'll
been in
kill
a
Kareel
chamber
myself.
for 2 weeks.
I've
With
been
very
in this
little
chamber
food.
for months.
How did you end up here? How did you end up here the first
We're not
time?
killing Strahd
If you
today.
could kill him yourself.
What
Strahd
I'm
dragged me
suggesting
here.
is that we give the man time to collect his mind. This is not a question we should ask him now.
I just want to leave.
And that is what we should grant him. We are searching for others who also wish to leave.
If If you will travel with us until we find them. then we
I will
can
travel
always
with
leave.
you until I find an exit, and then I will leave.
Fair enough. If you run into Strahd on the road and we're not with you, I don't know what we can do to help you.
The stairway's right
We
there.
can send Godfrey with him.
That stairway won't lead to the exit.
I'm pretty sure it'll
Let me
lead
see where
us
that goes.
to
That goes to
the-
K21.
It will. It will
Godfrey.
lead. Yes.
This man wishes to leave. You are here for our sake. Will you go with him?
Where does he want to go?
Outside of the castle.
That is where he chooses to go after that is his decision, and I do not expect you to follow him into a den.
He walks over to you. Godfrey says, I will do this. And he puts his hand on your shoulder. And he says,
And what will you do for me?
What is it you desire?
Nothing. Think on that paladin.
he turns and he says,
Come, werewolf.
I'll give him the directions out. Because I have the map.
he goes, okay. He goes over the thing and they walk up the stairs.
I come over here.
I'll go over there with Ari.
Okay.
Is there a grate? Like,
There is a grate. You need to open that one too.
I try it by myself.
Roll strength.
Come on. Oh.
Two.
I'll go and I'll help
Someone
you.
help me.
I'll push both of
You're
them out of the
strong.
way and then try and open it.
Push. Roll strength.
Come on.
That werewolf voice was hard.
16.
16.
Yeah.
Boom. It opens.
Good job.
You need to eat your vegetables.
No, I don't like broccoli.
Make your way in.
It appears you just need to take a Dark Lord secret.
Yes, exactly. Vegetables.
Vegetables?
Mm-hmm.
The god of
Esmeralda
vegetables?
catches up. Hey, what was that all about? Why are we in a bunch of water? The dogs are following her.
Can I carry them? The dogs.
Puppers?
Yep.
Oh,
They're
this
doing
is-
that thing
Yeah.
where they're like above
They
water and they
think
that's-
continue to paddle.
Mhm.
But they're like evil hellhounds.
I think Eastmark might be in here. Eastmark!
Polo.
Seymour?
It's Ari.
Is that where you're walking?
Yeah, I'm behind them.
Okay. Do me a favor.
Sure.
He's Marco. He's Polo.
What would you do for fish out of water?
You guys watch as Seymour walks forward. You haven't even opened the grate yet. As he steps forward and walks, he just disappears underneath the water, and then full of bubbles.
Who disappears?
You.
Oh.
Before he opens the grate?
Yeah, he walks through that hallway right there. And he
He walks-
disappears under the water.
Here?
Yeah, right there.
If there's something hostile, my thing would attack it.
Nope.
I'll look down into the water. Am I able to see anything?
We're gonna have to wait for a little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah, that's fine.
The DM is loading. I guess that's fair.
Can you do the thing again to the?
No, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Longer.
Yeah.
It was like a perfect pitch for when you hit it.
Yeah, it has to be like a little more full again, but it like because it sticks to it after it does the ring, it doesn't like resonate. so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, can we try to look under the water?
Yeah.
Is that a perception check?
Roll perception.
I'm gonna look too.
And then you, as soon as you guys go over to step over, you roll perception and you look, you hear, guys.
Huh.
You hear down the hallway, back in the room you were just in. Seymour, you are currently right here.
Okay.
I'm very confused.
You could teleport.
Do I know what happened?
You went underwater and then you appeared in this room.
Okay. Are my hellhounds with
Did
me?
not happen
No.
to either of us.
Okay.
Maybe it's because he was right there. Maybe.
Maybe.
Or I'll walk back.
Okay.
Try
You
to.
walk back over. The same ray.
What? No. I'm like back here before I walk back. I'm
So
just
you
walk
step
back to
in-
the group.
That's where you mini step
Sure.
in. You go into the water again. You appear in that room.
I don't know.
Go around it this time. go like.
You know what? Let's do that.
There you go. There, you're fine.
Okay, where are my hellhounds?
Where are your hellhounds?
Mm-hmm.
They're right there
Oh, okay.
with you. Put them on the board.
We don't need to. That's okay. That works.
And they clip into the wall.
I just want to make sure they didn't disappear.
So
That's
has
awesome.
he not ripped the grate off yet?
Now he goes over and rips the grate
Okay.
off. You guys make your way in.
Watch out! There's a hole there.
How odd.
Where do you go? He's back.
Everyone take a cell.
There you go.
You want to go here?
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
And then the dogs will come down.
All right.
The dogs are gonna find him.
The dog, one of the dogs, finds a bunch of electrum.
He eats them.
The other dog goes. Woof, woof, woof. He's like trying to stay above water.
Okay. Let's just do. Tell us what we all find.
Yeah.
Barks.
Arf,
Oh my god, this is so goddamn confusing.
I'm sorry.
It's okay, it's fine. It's just incredibly, incredibly difficult.
By the way, if you try this, it's super good.
Okay.
I will once I finish my other drinks.
That one went to A. In A is a bunch of gold.
Water.
Gold?
Is electrum. Sorry. The other dog does not bark. Ari, you look into B. In B, the rusted door to this cell is completely closed. There look to be other coins on the floor. And there is somebody strapped to the back of the wall in 2 chains. Hair in front of his face, you recognize it as Ismark.
Damn
It's
it.
locked.
We both
Yes.
went to the same place.
Ira, can you unlock this? It's Ismark.
Oh, yeah. What do I see in mine as?
Yeah, sorry. Who's in the one next to Ari, which is C?
Casimir.
What constitutes as next to?
Above, I think.
This
It
one.
goes yes, like that.
Okay.
He says there is a corpse.
No.
Might be something in his pocket though.
Can you look?
I will check.
I called dibs.
And he says, I found a long sword.
In his pocket?
It's a really deep pocket.
Yes, in his pocket. In his pocket, Colton. A long sword. He says, I found 5 gemstones and a potion.
I called dibs on that, so I think it's only fair that
It's all yours.
Yeah.
Who's the one next to Ari? Seymour. You find an empty cell. Who's across Seymour? Esmeralda.
Mhm.
Esmeralda finds. She says, I think there's a glowing sword in here.
Oh. You want to try
Who's
to
in the one next to Esmeralda?
Talman?
Common.
Looks like there's nothing in there. Who's in the one next to Tallman?
Ira.
Yo.
Nothing in there. And who's in the one next to is the dog?
Hellhound too.
Nothing in there.
He found the money.
I'm gonna
this
go
one.
open up the one that has these marked in it.
Yeah, I'll move out of the way.
I go
Okay.
to the glowy sword thingy.
You guys go over. He's currently chained to the wall. His head is gone.
Is he alive?
Make a medicine check.
Oh, I was able to just open it?
Oh no! I'm sorry. The one to Eastmark? No. You gotta Thieves Tools it.
Do I need to wait to do a medicine check?
Would you roll the medicine? 5?
I have a +7.
23.
23. You open it. It opens. You go over and you grab onto him.
Mhm.
He's cold.
Mhm.
He's unmoving.
Mhm.
He has no pulse.
Oh, he's dead.
I'm gonna head over to him.
Okay.
Double check that.
Okay. Roll medicine.
24 again.
What only felt so recently as the man you carried over your shoulder back to Kresk is now dead in this dungeon.
I revive him.
Casteray's dead?
No, oh yeah, Ray's dead.
Casteray's dead.
That's what it's called.
Yeah. Okay, sorry, I'm
Hold
thinking.
out your hand.
Sounds
It's fine.
Anime.
Yeah,
Anime
right.
dead. Yeah.
You hold out your hand and you grab onto his chest. You close your eyes, create that grasping motion again, and you kind of see through the mist. into some distant plane that's only just unknown to you, and you find that soul. You grab onto it, you rip it back into the body, and you watch as he comes back to life, hanging on the chains. And he looks up, his hair is just down on his face. And
Welcome back.
Thank you.
I apologize, but something has changed about me. You not
something
know
has
what
changed
it
about
is.
you. As soon as you cast that spell, you don't feel the inclination of that flaw that you used to. You don't feel the magical presence of that spell anymore. Completely forgotten how to once cast it. It's all gone.
Then I embrace him.
And you hold on to him and he says, "Ow!"
Your armor, it hurts. Also, you are tall and I'm strapped to a wall.
And I'm a poet. I didn't actually. He just.
Please get me down.
Yeah.
I'll help him down.
Is it like, is he tied by ropes or
No,
is it
it's
like
chains.
cuffs? Oh, alright.
Cuffs.
I'll let you guys
I'll
do
use my
that.
mage hand to get up to the ones and.
Easy enough. You don't have to roll. He falls into the water. He kind of floats up. He says, "Thank you.
Yeah.
How did you know I was here?
Luck.
Yeah.
Where's Irina? She's
Here.
safe? Still?
She's here.
What?
We were tricked.
She's one of the people we plan on.
I made it back to Barovia and I woke up the next day. I was in this cell. I assume Strahd took me.
Yes.
We
I
plan on
suggest you find
retrieving
a
her
home in
to.
Kretsk.
Find a home in Kretsk.
Yeah.
Barovians are my people.
Yes.
You
but
are no longer welcome in Barovia.
I'm gonna go to our elven
Seymour?
friend.
You're gonna go over to what?
To our elven friend.
Okay.
While all that was happening, I wanted to search cell E.
Oh yeah,
So
the one that has the.
Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you for remembering the number.
That's
Letter.
The letter. Cell E.
yes.
Just shapes made from lines and curves.
Sure.
The one the dog was barking in?
Nope. The one that Esmeralda searched.
Oh, the glowy sword thing?
Yes.
You make your way over, it opens. You see something glowing at the bottom of the pool of water. Do you pick it up?
Yes.
Oh no, it's
It's
the
the first time Tallman has ever actually remembered a name.
Easmore.
No, Seymour.
Oh, how sweet. What's my name?
Person. Companion. You.
The one with the red hair.
Yes. Sometimes.
You pick it up.
Hey.
Some skip.
No, sure.
Yes.
As soon as you pick it up, it's a glowing sword. It's a long sword and it glows on one end. And you feel a presence, almost emotion coming from inside the sword. Almost confusion.
Do I feel like it's trying to connect with me in any way? Do I feel like it's trying to connect with me in any way?
It is, and then you feel anger, resentment, almost like the sword hates you.
Oh, to me
And
specifically.
you turn around, and a beautiful silhouette of a 9-foot tall motherfucker is behind you. Seymour,
That was quick. Yes.
I owe you an apology. Takes the glasses off. Something came over me. I demanded much more than what I deserved. And I return it to you.
I was not lying when I said those would make you handsome.
And I'm not lying when I say these are yours.
Keep the fucking glasses.
Hands you the gemstones. The 5, I believe they're emeralds.
What is that thing? Esmeralda.
I don't know. It hates me though.
It
It's still
hates you?
glowing.
It's a sword.
You've seen magic like this before.
I
Yeah.
literally pulled magic like this.
Yes.
Would you mind?
One of you should take it.
Would you mind?
Grab it. Yeah, you feel the same thing from like from this the sun sword. You'd have to attune to it, but you feel a connection to it, almost like this thing is alive, and it sends emotions towards you. It gives you sensations of it doesn't feel like it hates you. It feels confused but grateful and a bit happy.
I need time with this to understand it.
What's your alignment? Lawful good?
Should be lawful good.
You can attune to this thing in a minute.
I'm gonna do that. Oh my god.
Hmm.
There's only one character that I know the full lore about in this game. And it'd be really cool. But I don't want to make it.
You
Yes, I'm going
attune
to
to it.
take the next. Okay.
And is a +1 short sword.
Just +1 short sword?
+1 short sword. It continually sheds bright light out in a 50-foot radius and dim light for an extra 15 foot. When you're attuned to the weapon, you can use the sword to cast Crusader's Mantle, which is a spell.
Is it going to be in here? Or?
No.
Okay.
What else do you guys do?
I picked the spectacles and emeralds back up.
I want to see if any of the gems that he found were diamonds.
Jacob? I dropped my mess kit into the water.
Okay.
Because I was encumbered.
Perfect. You want to see the gemstones that Casimir looked through?
Are any of them diamonds? And what was the potion that he found?
It says it's a potion of heroism. Yes, one of them is a diamond.
Could I determine its worth?
The other 4 are rubies. What?
Could I determine its worth?
Make an intelligence check.
Alright.
Arcana check, sorry.
12.
Yes, you could use cast Revivify.
Yes. 2 casts now, friends. 2 casts.
Ismark says, alright, should we get out of here?
Yeah.
Casimir says,
We have one more person to retrieve.
2.
2.
Are we going to try to retrieve Irina?
Ismark, would you like to try and retrieve Irina?
yes.
There's your answer.
Okay.
Casimir says, where are the catacombs?
The back. I think if we take this staircase, we can get to the
We
catacombs.
can retrace our steps.
It
Right
won't-
then. Let us go. You guys make your way over the staircase and go up?
Yep.
Yes.
Go up and up and up. You go up 80 feet.
Should bring us back up to K61.
You come up to here, which is where you've been before.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to continue upwards?
No.
No, we just make our way
We're
back
going
the
all the way
way
back.
we went.
Alright. Yeah, this is where you are.
No, to where we fell down the trap. We're going back there.
So we're going back
Oh,
to
and
this
then
and
you go
that
through
way.
here,
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
you go
yeah.
through here, and then you go
Yeah. Yeah.
You make your way all the way back down, and you are in this hallway again.
They go back to that where it falls.
Okay, there's a 10-foot hole.
Oh, is it 10 feet down?
It's a 10-foot wide.
Okay, then that's fine. And I cast floating disc.
Okay, interesting.
It's only 3 feet wide.
3 feet wide, and it can carry
Like 500 pounds?
500 pounds?
Yeah.
Alright.
But it's more just to give us a jumping distance. A shorter jumping distance.
Yes. Here's the thing about floating disc.
Yes.
It clings to the ground, so you can't hover it over a pit. If you hover it over
It floats 3 feet above the ground.
Yep. So if it goes over a pit, it goes to the ground.
Only if the pit is 20 feet or... It can't cross an elevation change of 10 feet or more. So you're saying that it just goes until it's 3 feet
can't go-
above?
No, if you're moving it, it can't go.
I'm not moving it.
Where are you casting
He
it?
just wants to cast it over the pit, right?
Yeah.
If you cast it over the pit, it's going to just cling to the ground 3 feet above.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking what is the depth of the pit.
Oh, so I'd say it goes down 10 feet.
Then I
no,
can't even...
No, it's
It
weird. It slants. So, no, that would work then. No, that would work. It's a stepping stone. This is the
Yeah.
rare case in when you can use floating disc to cross a pit. Perfect.
And, sorry, is that once per day?
Yes, and once per dawn.
Okay. I have to make it as a custom action.
Sorry.
And is that while it's held or while I'm attuned?
While you're tuned,
Okay.
you have to use the sword to cast it though.
Okay, so I have to like.
You have to hold the sword out.
Yeah.
Going,
Okay. Just.
I don't even know what that spell does.
I just.
Collecting swords.
Yeah. Holy power radiates from you within an area of 30 feet, awakening boldness in friendly creatures. Each non-hostile creature in the aura deals an extra 1d4 radiant damage.
Whoa, that's awesome.
That's pretty cool.
Cool. All right. What, you guys just gonna walk over the trap?
I'll run and then jump off of the floating disc to the
Easy
side.
enough. There's not even a roll required. You just kind of roll and run and jump off. If you guys are gonna cross, you can just
Yeah.
cross.
Yep.
One day, just break the TV.
Until we get that glass,
I know.
that acrylic.
Calm down.
Okay.
Oops.
I'm gonna take
Did I put
all
on
of
the
them.
wrong map?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm taking all of the minis away until.
There we go.
And we're at the door.
You're at the door. Making your way in to the next place.
I don't know if you have to put all of it.
Okay.
Oh my god.
I'm just gonna put the
main party.
There are 40 numbers in this room.
Yeah,
Yes.
because every
Jesus
single crypt.
It's okay. Don't worry. I actually know
Yeah.
this part really well.
I will.
Like really well.
No, that's not something on you. It's just like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Let's hope I remember.
40 numbers.
So, buried deep beneath the keep of Ravenloft lie ancient catacombs with arched ceilings supported by wide, hollow columns that double as crypts. Cobwebs hang limp in the musty air. Thick fog clings to the floor, which is covered in putrid waste. The black ceiling is moving.
Ooh. Like bats or...
Precisely.
Oh, not like pudding, thank God.
It's moving. And it's weird, but it's
little squeaks.
And the waste on the floor is 1-0.
Ooh, I pick some up. Put it in a bag.
Weirdo.
Okay.
It's for Fireball, guys. God.
Oh yeah. That's very
This-
specific.
This shit's hard to come by.
This is where Petrina is. We will have to find her. We will have to try to find her in each.
This shit's hard
How
to
do you
come by.
know?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There's catacombs, and I can feel her presence.
You can feel her presence.
Can you feel her presence well enough to tell exactly which coffin she's
If I
in?
did, I would point her in the right direction, but I do not know.
All right, I'll always splitting up then.
You will be
I'd like to.
lucky.
Do you think Sergei's here?
Maybe.
Or,
Perhaps it would have just burned the body.
What do you guys get?
don't think his hatred
Let's
is
go
that deep.
one at a time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah.
Unless
But
it works where if
we'll
he is
just-
closer, then he gets a stronger feeling.
Yeah, we'll just go
So
as is.
let me
and
just
go.
point something out because there's a reason why I do this. It is important that you put your mini somewhere. I'm not doing it to make it harder for you guys. It's that the game doesn't work unless you tell me exactly where you're going. Otherwise, I'm just going to theater the mind it and
we
we're
all
going to
going
walk in
together?
there.
Yeah,
Yep.
First one, got it. Okay.
So we're all going
The
together.
domed
1,
ceiling
2,
of this
3.
crypt is. Oh, I'm sorry.
You should be.
This should be number 2.
There's each crypt has a. There is a chiseled stone door, which is a tight-fitted stone slab measuring about 3 feet wide, 5 feet tall, and 3 inches thick. If you would like to move the stone slab, you have to make a strength check. Above each catacomb, each crypt, sorry, is a there's a what are those called? Not titles, but like labels almost. Words on the top of them that explain who this is. And this one just says Artista de Slop, court ceiling painter.
You should know what that is.
the name is just right on the tip of my tongue, but I can't think of what it's called.
The slot?
Artista de Slop. Do you want to open it?
No.
It's a painter, right?
Yeah.
That's fucking weird. But
On to number 3.
Okay.
fuck the painters.
Lady Isolde Yunk. Isolde the Incredible, purveyor of
Epitaph.
antiques and imports.
This is a merchant's
It's an
crypt.
epitaph.
It's
It's
an
what,
epitaph.
Oh.
what the word on your gravestone is called.
Boop-a-doop-doop-doop.
She's this was a merchant?
Number 4.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Okay.
She collected
Number
antiques.
Prince Ariel de Plumet. Ariel the Heavy.
Big fat boy.
Oh. Number
I
5.
remember.
He dumb thick.
Artank Swilovich, friend and member of the Barovian Wine Distillers Guild.
Oh.
Bring him back. Send him on to the.
Is his name actually Swillabitch?
A bit.
Swillovitch.
Okay, I heard bitch. It's Swillabitch.
Sir Lord Killabitch.
Alright, we go down to this one.
Yeah.
Down to number 11.
Oh, you're not gonna go to the one on the wall?
No, not yet.
There's one on the wall?
Yeah.
There's one over here.
Oh, no. We
And there's a
That one has
busted
that
one.
one.
out there.
That one supposedly has a trap though, so I'd rather do all the non-trap ones.
Okay, yeah, let's do
Strong
that.
ones are a bitch.
Tasha
He's taking a nap.
So gorgeous.
Petrina. Petrovna, healer of kings, light unto the west, servant, companion.
What was the name?
Tasha.
King
Tasha
Petronova.
Petrovna.
Tasha Petrovna,
Petrovna.
healer of kings, light unto the west, servant, companion. You
Alright.
want to open it?
Nah.
No.
Then at number 10.
That's actually yeah.
Sir Leonid Krushkin, Sir Lee the Crusher. Bigger than life, he loved his jewelry.
That's cool.
Ooh, I want to open his so
just-
bad.
For us, is that Tasha from Tasha's Hideous Laughter? Okay, that's a yes.
So we went to that one and that one. Can we go to that one? The one in the middle? I'll move us. Oh.
To number 9,
Yes.
They're not
Yes.
numbered, but
Piddlewick, Pool of Dorfnia.
I love Piddlewick. I forgot about him.
Mm-hmm.
Oops.
Ooh, what?
You guys didn't play that game when we found Piddlewick? Okay. Ari doesn't know that. She keeps going. We'll keep going.
Number
Duchess.
8.
Dorfnia,
Uh-huh.
Dilisnia. Dorfinia Dilisnia.
You want me to read these?
No, fuck you.
Well, that's probably Ari going, how do you... you guys can read.
You want a 7?
Opened one. Yep.
Opened one?
Mm-hmm.
Number 7.
Because I like getting it wrong.
Wait.
The stone door of this crypt lies on the floor, its inscription obscured by fog. The crypt gapes open. A skull, some bones, and a few bits of rusted armor lie atop marble slab with a leering stone gargoyle squatting at each end.
Was your sister one to wear armor?
No.
Well, then let's keep moving.
Number 13.
Lucky number 13, right?
King Ketsky. Ketsky the Bright. Ruler, inventor, and self-proclaimed time traveler.
Oh fuck.
Chase, what are you doing here?
No, that was Solomon's.
Yeah, it's Solomon.
Number 14.
Stabal Indibak. A truer friend no ruler ever had. Here lies his family and honor.
You can
Okay.
see he's still out there kicking. His family's dead.
His family's in here now.
Kazan. His word is power.
Great description there, Strahd.
That's
16.
Is it the one right now?
Huh? 16.
I think
Elsa Falona von Twitterberg. Beloved actor. She had many followers.
Twitterberg. She
Does
had
it actually say that? It actually says. Okay.
Elsa Falona von Twitterberg. Beloved actor. She had many followers.
I think all of these are spell creators. Like a bunch of people who actually.
There's, I think
That's so cool.
Let's go to number
That's
20,
awesome.
which is off the map.
Let's bring all of them back.
is this 20?
That should be 20. I think. Yes.
20.
I actually love this room. This is really cool.
Yeah, this is fun.
Sasha Ivilskova. Wife.
Well, fuck her. She's boring.
19.
19? 19. Artemis, builder of the keep. Thou standest amidst the monument to his life.
Fantastic.
Neat.
18.
It's open.
Yes. The stone door of this crypt has been carefully laid to one side. Through the swirly mists of perpetual fog, freshly engraved letters spell out the words, Irina Kuliana, wife.
Is there anything inside?
No.
The other one said wife too.
Mhm.
Irina?
The one
Yes.
I made fun of relentlessly.
Yep.
Yes.
Sasha.
Number
If you'll
20.
scope
Sorry, 92.
I feel like
21.
there's a pattern here.
21.
Slow below.
That isn't that fun.
Petrina Velikovna, bride. Casimir steps forward. This is her.
She was a bride.
Yes.
Yes, I explained this.
You
Strahd
did.
has many brides.
Have been proven to be rather forgetful.
I'll help you open this. Actually,
Ari will
you
stand to
should
the side.
probably do it.
Yeah, you are quite strong now.
I can do it alone.
Okay.
So can I.
That's right, you're Hulk Hogan
Super
now.
buff. Who?
I walk forward and do it.
Let's both grab the edges and just throw it back.
Okay, you guys are.
Except I'm getting
What do you wanna be?
You know in Castle Crasher, when you eat the sandwich and you become
Oh
buff?
my gosh, yeah.
That's me.
Bolt, do you want to be
That's
here
a
or
weird
do you want to
reference,
be
but I
over
totally
here?
get it.
That's good.
Alright.
We stand
Roll
off to the
strength.
side.
Like Bane. God damn it.
Why do you do this to me?
14.
They might
14?
need us.
11.
You can't seem to open it. It's really, really stuck. Casimir says, "You." He
We
steps
can try.
forward,
You
Of
roll
course,
natural
yeah.
20?
opens it.
Damn it! I want to try it with.
Comes from the inside of this thing. As you look inside, you see a spectral ghost-like creature immediately, face sunken in, eyes completely dark, and her mouth gaping open straight out from a horror movie as she just looks out towards all of you. Casimir just kind of steps back. Everybody roll initiative.
Yikes.
Our muscles are for show.
Yep.
Yay.
Hey, Spencer.
Huh.
Let's roll strength really quick and see what we really got.
No, that's mean. Fuck you.
12.
16.
I have a plus 0.
All right. We should actually put like.
I have a minus 5.
Perfectly
Yeah.
disabled.
So Casimir's right in the front.
Casimir's right here. I'll say she's probably like standing in the back, and then this can be the. I'm assuming undead woman. And then Godfrey's not here. Oh, and then your pups. Oh.
The pupper. The puppy nose.
Sweet boys.
Puppanos. The pepperoni.
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 There's these little treats called popcorn for dogs. They're like little like beef flavored popcorn snacks. Yeah. My friend's dog really likes
Ira.
them.
I'm sorry. 17. I completely lost track of what
It's
I
okay,
was
Seymour.
asking for.
11.
Ari.
18.
Esmeralda, 19. Talman.
Savant. Did you actually get that? What do you think?
Yeah.
7.
7. Esmeralda is first. She says, "Shit, we got a ghost." And she is going to cast. Casimir says, "Stop! Wait! Don't!" And she says, "Look, buddy, we gotta take her down. Her body's in there somewhere. We gotta stop her." However, the Banshee also got off the whale ability. I need everybody in the vicinity while she does that to make a Constitution saving throw.
Plus 3.
Everybody roll a Constitution.
It's like 60 feet.
What about
Yeah, it's 30 feet in front of her. Everybody.
Oh, in front of her.
where to the side of her?
Esmeralda succeeds. Casimir succeeds. Huh?
They're
Where
to the side.
of
It
her?
doesn't matter.
Okay.
Okay.
Do the Hellhounds need to do it as well?
Yes.
17.
Success.
What is it?
17.
Con save. Success.
You have a plus 3.
We don't. 'Cause we're
17,
even.
yeah.
No, that was a
Success.
I believe it's all that.
Sorry, I don't know. Yeah.
I got 20, and then the Hounds got 10.
10.
Yeah.
They both drop to 0 hit points and die.
Okay.
Holy shit!
Everybody else takes 10 psychic damage.
Including the ones that succeeded.
Yeah. All friendly creatures.
The Hellhounds
Mm-hmm.
dissipate and transform into ash. You turn and you watch as they both just are gone in an instant. Gone in a puff of smoke. You sit there and you suddenly feel, you blink and you shrug and you feel so much different. Like something's been lifted off of your soul. So you kind of look around. You're very confused. You have no idea what happened, but the dark gift must have affected you. You're no longer evil.
Right. Do I still remember everything that's happened?
You remember everything.
Okay.
Alright, Esmeralda is first. She took 10 psychic damage. So did Casimir. Casimir will also step back and say, "It's a banshee." Esmeralda steps. She's going to cast Lightning Bolt on this bitch. She needs to make a dex save. She got a natural 20. And she takes half of half. So Lightning Bolt does 8d6 lightning damage, which means half of it is 4, so 4 times 8, 8, 16, 24. What's 8 times 4?
32.
32. Half of 32,
60.
16. Half 16 is 8. She takes 8 lightning damage.
That's a weird way to do that.
She hits it. She's like,
So
this
just
thing's
button
strong. Ari, it's your turn.
Sorry. I move right
Push,
here.
move Casimir out of the way.
Where'd he go?
Just 5 feet to the left. There, perfect.
Okay. Can I can see her, right?
Yep.
Okay. I cast Chaos Bolt
All right, roll attack.
through my ring of spell storing.
Yeah, if you fail that con save, you just die. Sucks.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
That could have been awful.
It's a really low save though.
Like you just insta die even.
It's a
What's
banshee.
what's
The
the
banshee.
what's the save?
It's
if
You
I-
can only do that once.
Oracle.
Man, now I'm scared.
I love their lords. Like really, really
Of
good,
course.
classic.
26.
Doesn't need banshees in town.
Sorry, what'd you get?
26.
26 hits.
So that is.
She kind of turns. She looks straight at you. It's like those dark, like, just orbs of eyes, and she just her mouth just wide open.
Imagine a whole game of Curse of Strahd and you like that.
Yeah.
That sucked, dude.
That would suck dick.
16, 18, 18 acid damage.
18 acid damage?
Yeah.
She takes 9.
Ooh. She.
Kind of burns her a bit. She.
Acid doesn't work on her either, and I kind of tuck back to
Ira.
where I was.
Okay.
Wait for my command.
Who was that directed at?
Just a suggestion, just in general. He says that very loudly.
Okay.
What I'm gonna do, I assume. I don't know what he means. So I'm
Asking
gonna-
you the wrong direction.
Yeah, I get what you're doing. But what I'm doing, it won't matter. I'm gonna cast Thunderclap on
Con save?
con save 15.
She
Crit.
dodges with thunderous
Seriously?
applause.
And it does no damage.
Sweet!
Fantastic. Disengage bonus action and go back to where I was.
Hope you're having a fun
Yay.
time.
You having a
Dude.
fun time, buddy?
Sorry, man.
It's like,
I feel
Right.
really bad.
my dark gift has literally proven to do jack shit the 3 games I've had to deal with it.
Casimir's turn. Casimir is going to look at her and say,
And nothing I've done has mattered.
Welcome to your flaw.
Okay.
It's forcing you to be a character. I'm sorry.
he said he's going to back up.
To here?
Nope, further. And he casts Fireball in that hole.
Oh,
Fuck.
does that not hit?
That would hit
Me?
both of us.
If it would
it
hit-
wouldn't hit us
yeah.
because the things, the
It goes
oh, no,
around
it goes
corners.
around. It would hit literally everybody.
Everyone.
He's not fucking doing nothing. he has only AoE spells.
God damn.
Magic Missile, I guess, at 4th level.
That's
So
the
that's.
opposite.
I mean, he
Should
could
be
cast it
plus
right,
2.
like right here, right?
So he gets
No,
5
sorry.
only.
It's plus 3.
In
Plus
theory.
3 of them.
Oh, okay.
4,
I thought the
8,
bonus.
Oh no.
7, no, 11, 13, 15, 16, plus 1 for each missile, right?
That's
So
5 of them. Or
21 damage,
6 of them.
which she is not resistant to, I don't
Force.
think.
Force and radiant.
Force damage, yep, nope. The magic missiles hit her, they seem to damage her a lot. It's her turn. She is going to go right for Tallman.
Come at me, bro.
And come at me, bro. She does her corrupting touch to you, Tallman.
Ooh, I don't like the
Never
sound
mind.
of that.
Doesn't hit.
Fuck. It's done a lot of damage. Seymour,
Instead does not.
you still 1 hit point?
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
What are you
she,
at?
she healed me. I'm at 31 right
I'm
now.
not gonna let him die.
That's
It's
my brother.
pretty close before.
Yeah.
I am backing up.
Uh-huh.
There.
Okay.
There.
Uh-huh.
And shooting. Twice.
Roll attack.
And I'm using my +1 bullets.
Awesome.
Dope.
That's gonna do full damage.
It's electrical.
Yes, it turns.
It's not gonna do any damage. Does a 9 hit?
A 9?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Does an 11 hit?
Dude,
Yeah.
just go right past her.
I love that the surface of that die is basically
Tallman.
invisible. I can't see shit. I'm gonna grab the hilt of that new blade. I'm
Alright.
calling it the Crusader Sword,
Awesome.
and I'm casting that ability.
Cool. You hold the sword up in the air.
No, I'm keeping it like in the hilt, in the sheath.
Lame. Bing. This explosive light just goes outwards from Tallman. Everybody gets to do an extra 1d4 damage.
Ooh.
Esmeralda's turn. She is going to chuck her hand axe. She is not getting near that thing. Heck no. Heck no.
How's she gonna chuck it from
She's
here?
gonna go around, like to get advantage. Keep going, keep going, keep going.
Where?
Keep going.
This way?
Yep.
Okay.
Right next. Yep. And then yeah, right there. She's gonna
Okay.
chuck a hand axe.
She's actually here.
She hits, and she does 6 slashing damage, and it's
Plus
magical.
Plus a
That's a
D4.
D4. 4.
Ooh.
Hey, would a 12 have hit? I forgot those were +1 bullets.
Yes, roll damage.
Oh my god. You don't get the.
The
Radiant.
D4 though. No.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, well.
Doesn't matter.
Max damage. So 14.
Whoa, nice.
14.
She's looking a lot worse than
Bullet
she previously did.
damage.
Ari, it's your turn.
I cast. Can you guess what spell I
Chaos Bolt.
cast? Chaos
No,
Bolt.
it's dramatic orb.
Let's see if I hit. 21.
21 hits.
Okay, and then I'm also casting that through my spells. Oh wait, no, I can't do that. I only have.
Roll damage.
Yep.
And I have a 2 of them.
8, 10, 15, 16, 16 cold damage. 2 of that is radiant damage.
You're immune to cold.
Oh, so 2 radiant damage.
2 radiant damage.
Could have also been thunder damage, which she could also be, immune to.
Ira.
I don't know what she's immune to. I'm just a little
Didn't
girl.
you- No, I didn't
That
work
was-
at all. Yeah, so it would seem that way.
Roll
Yeah.
swing twice.
'Cause they
Roll
did the
attack.
thunderclap, but it didn't work.
No, she just got a she
Lowest
crit.
is 22.
But it's still.
Oh, does it
Roll
still?
damage.
It in game didn't work.
Is it halved?
Unless they're magical,
I
then yes.
don't have any magical weapons.
You have the radiant though.
Extra D4.
I think only the radiant damage would be magical in that way.
Yeah. 2.
So 4 radiant damage.
Wait, does it do 2d4?
I hit twice.
Yeah, twice, yeah.
Oh.
That'd be cool though.
It would be cool. Oh.
And then
That's a
8
neat
regular
noise.
damage.
8 regular damage. Okay. How do you want to do this?
Ooh.
Wailing away in this way.
I'll slash into it. I mean, he doesn't really care.
Yeah. Fuck you.
Oh, okay.
Into it. He doesn't.
The ultimate apathy.
It just dissipates as you stab it. And she's dead.
Well, that
Everyone
was scary.
exhales from stress and is like, eh.
That was scary.
No.
Everyone okay?
Yeah.
We must find her body. I hope she's in there.
I look into the crypt.
You step into the crypt.
I hope she's in there. Well,
There is coins everywhere. Specifically, 250 platinum, 1,100 gold, 2,300 electrum, 5,200 silver,
Okay, hold
and
on.
8,000 copper.
Write all this down and we're going to put it in your bag. You have a bag of holding.
Yes.
Yeah, we're going to have to put it in that. For now.
Can you repeat that? Are you ready?
250 platinum.
Wait, I think it was more. Jacob, can you repeat?
250
Okay.
platinum,
Darn, I thought it was.
1,100 gold,
is that 20,000 gold or
2,300 electrum,
2500.
5,200 silver, 8,000 copper.
Does every coin have Strahd's face or just the electrum?
I think all of them do.
The platinum and electrum have Strahd's profile visage stamped on them.
Oh, interesting.
Do you put all that gold in your bag of holding?
Probably just gonna leave the copper here because it's
Yeah.
only 8 gold.
Underneath the gold, you find a spellbook.
Okay, I take it.
We're gonna dig through
There
all
is
the
also a crypt in the back. No, sorry, a coffin. Casimir goes over to it, opens it.
So,
Fantastic.
Cast your spell then.
I shall.
I'm gonna stand back.
Holds out her hand. He holds out his hand. He begins to do this motion over her, speaking words underneath his breath. And eventually he watches her body begins to float into the air. And there's almost this rhythmic tone coming from him as you watch as her flesh is restored to her skeletal bones. And then she lays back down on the crypt. He helps her out and she stands up and she looks over. You see a female elf woman in tattered robes. She looks about. She looks like Casimir. And as he casts a spell, you watch as his skin transforms back into normal. He's no longer like undead, undeathly looking. He pulls down his hood and he goes over to her and he hugs her. And he says, "I brought you back, sister. I brought you back." And as I pull up a part of the book, hang on.
So this is his original wife's tomb, right?
It's a wife's too.
We've heard the name before.
Irina?
What
Yeah.
was the name? No, what was the other name?
I'm playing
Hold on.
Colin. I actually make it a staple to turn over.
The one that you point at was Irina.
And Irina was the first one, or the one that we've heard before. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Irina was the person that we took to the pond.
The other one was Sasha. Wrote it as evil, but it's Avil.
Yeah.
And that's the
Scoba.
one that's open, right?
I don't think, no.
No, Irina's the one that's open.
Oh, but Sasha wasn't a wife, was she?
Yes, she was.
Oh,
But
okay.
we've never heard that name before.
Doesn't necessarily mean it's his wife though,
That's true.
because there were like kings and stuff in here.
Tolman
He
is
built Castle Ravenloft himself.
Yeah, I know, but
Tolman has a crippling
he has
curiosity.
a king buried here.
And he's gonna open that too.
Hang on, y'all.
Another banshee. Ha, ha, ha. She screams and you die. Yeah.
She can't hit me. She could yell in my ears. Get in, take out the garbage.
She looks up.
Bites his jugular out. He's so stupid.
That's right, it's late.
I really like hypothetical situations,
Mm-hmm.
but they don't fit in this game because it's one congruent hypothetical.
I'm sleepy. Not now.
She comes out and she looks up and he says, "I brought you back." She says, "Yes. Thank you, brother. I've been gone for a long time." He says, "I know." He looks back. He says, "It's taken me a long time. But I've done it. The hope of these people, I've done it." She looks at all of you. "Thank you.
Mm.
Where's my spell book?"
Oh,
"Thank you." She grabs it.
You were
I
both
hold on to it.
casters.
"Give me my spell book."
can I read it,
"No."
please?
Just rip it out of your hands.
Are we? This is a strength contest.
Yeah.
19.
You're like jacked as fuck holding onto it. And she's like her hands are slipping off of it trying to grab it.
I'll laugh and then let go.
You're still jacked.
She holds onto it, she flips through it.
Is anything missing?
No. No, I'm fine. Thank you.
Inside.
Oh, one sec.
It's actually strong.
9? She seems confused, a bit weary from just coming back to life from death. She looks up and she says, I can prepare my spells and help you destroy Strahd if need be."
That is very much need be.
Yes, soon.
And he says, "We must be careful, sister. We can't go so quickly." She says, I know. I will need time to rest.
Yes.
Casimir looks to all of you and he says, thank you. Reaches into his bag and he pulls out a book. Hands it to you. The card flips upwards and hits the book and it explodes.
We got the book. You have a lot.
Long rest.
Yeah, Thomas gonna open the other crypt.
Which crypt?
The one he's standing at.
Yeah.
The one that is Sasha.
I'm gonna.
Is it Sasha?
I wanna try to.
This is
hide.
Irina.
Okay. Then yeah, Sasha.
So 19 you're standing at.
Can I try
Well,
to?
let's open the one with the other wife.
The
This
one
is
that's-
Artemis.
Yeah, this is
Builder of the
Artemis.
Keep.
No, we're at wife. Or whichever one you do.
Sasha Ivilskova, wife.
Can I try
Roll
to
strength.
try to hide? Because I think another banshee might come out and I'm a little spooked.
Yeah, sure, we'll hide.
We'll hide it with you.
Natural
Nice.
You disappear.
18.
You pull it open.
You, Jacob.
Webs.
Should I try to hide too and I roll a natural one?
Nice. You just stand there. Webs as thick as pale. Webs thick and pale as linen cover a shapely female form. A shapely female form lying atop a marble slab in the center of this dust, web-filled crypt. You hear a voice issue from the darkness. My love, have you come to set me free? The woman rises, shroud of webs clinging to her in a ghastly fashion. Looks over at you. This old, gaunt looking, not old, just this gaunt looking woman.
Free from what?
Who are you? Have you finally come? She steps down onto the crypt. She steps forward.
I pity you.
She looks up at you. You are not him.
What must you be freed from?
She turns around, just this dead gaze, goes back over, and just lays back down.
Did any of us hear this? Or...
When she got close to you, you noticed she had fangs.
It takes him a minute to gather himself.
Okay.
And he eventually closes the thing. Pulls out his little notebook.
Okay.
What was her name?
Petrina. Sorry. Sasha Ivilskova. Ivliskova. It's more like Ivliskova.
I'm assuming we at least saw Tallman walk over to a to
Open
a
it.
tomb.
Saw somebody approach him, and then he just shuts the thing.
Turn around very pale. Probably eyes a bit glazed.
Are you okay? Something scare you?
No. Suggest you all commit her name to memory.
Might do that.
What did you see?
She bears a curse.
So you open it again, I walk in there, and we get rid of that.
That is an
You
option.
okay? Says Esmeralda.
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
Pretty sure, like, a minute ago you wouldn't have given a shit about that. What's going on, Seymour? If that's who you really are. Where's your scar? Yeah, okay.
This woman bears many curses.
Then I cast it many times.
Doesn't hurt to try.
He'll open the casket again and just non-stop pray.
Okay. Open it.
I'll head in and remove curse.
You step forward. This woman walks over to you, and she looks up, and you just walk over to her laying on the thing. She turns, she says, my love, have you come to as you begin to cast the spell down on her, and you watch this ancient, old, dark spell is upon her, and you rip it out from existence. There's almost like this dark energy just spilling out of her mouth and nose, and every part of her as it just goes in the ether, and it's gone, and you watch as she just and her body turns into dust.
Thank you.
Perhaps it is for the best.
Is there anything in there?
No.
I'm gonna close the door before you try to go in.
You don't see anything as you look inside it. Shut.
So does this mean we all get to open our own casket?
I kind of opened the jeweler's.
I don't have much of a desire to.
Might be diamonds in there.
Recently, you haven't had a desire to do anything.
Yeah, what's up with that, Ira? You too. We've all been acting very strange.
We need this out.
I feel great.
What? There you are. No, Tallman's right. What's wrong with you?
I don't think anything is. I just understand now.
Oh, shut the fuck up, Ira. What's wrong with you?
Wisdom is not apathy, boy. You haven't grown long enough to understand.
I don't know. I took the gift. I see everything now. This is how I feel.
Cast it on him.
Those gifts.
That thing you just did to that woman, do it to him.
I'll walk over to you.
I did not realize, but
What?
I believe perhaps the gifts have
You
changed us
understand
all.
I don't mind. This is necessary for us to progress.
And I cast it.
Hulk comes over to you. He has to cast a spell, and typically it's almost like locks that go around the person. And typically there's at least one point there's like a snag, and that's when you can tell there's a curse, and you get that on Ira.
Mm.
You're like, weird.
I would imagine it like, it's like a thread, and you're like trying to pull out the knot.
Mm-hmm. And there is a knot there, and you just magically pull it out, and it dissipates, and you watch as Ira just kind of steps back for a moment, almost like coming back from like a sudden realization. And he squints his eyes, and he opens them. They're no longer starry anymore. You lost your true sight. You've also lost your flaw.
I'm assuming I can see like the eyes kind of.
The eyes
fade.
just kind of fade back into his normal. What color are your eyes?
No, green. I'm sorry.
Green eyes.
Did it work?
And I'll put my hand on his shoulder. It's good to have you back.
What's wrong with him? Is he all right? Did that work?
Yes. And then I'll walk over to her.
No, I have to test it. How do you feel?
Like I'd be doing a lot better job here if you gave me that rapier.
Fuck you. He turns around. Yeah, he's fine.
Okay, and then I'll like put my hand on her face.
On who?
Esmeralda's. Listen.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, thank you for not taking a gift.
You're welcome.
Second,
Was it the gifts? Is that what this has been all about?
Yes.
Probably.
Huh.
it's a resounding yes. Second, remember I said it would take a delicacy to make sure that we all stayed together.
Yes,
You need to practice that still.
I agree. That was strange. Your face is still saying.
There are still some curses.
She turns and looks at Ari.
We all
She-
accepted a gift, correct?
She walks over and she kind of how tall are you?
5'4".
Yeah, she's about a few inches taller than you, and she just kind of looks down at you, almost at eye level. She says, "Yeah, Ari. What dark gift did you accept?"
I took 3 of them, but they left already.
Oh, they did they?
Yeah.
Then you wouldn't mind
Well.
being subjected to Seymour's spell, would you?
I'd rather it not happen.
Oh, what are you afraid of? She pulls out her sword, and she points it to your neck.
Whoa.
She says, "Cast it on her."
Put the sword down.
I won't until you cast it on.
Charm person on Esmeralda.
Oh fuck!
Oh.
Casimir casts counterspell. You cast it, and
She
it's
needs
gone,
to make a
and you watch as
dexterity
Casimir
saving throw.
Yeah.
My guardian would attack
just
her.
whack her in the head.
She's hostile to me.
Mm-hmm.
Shit's going.
I don't handle it. I don't control it.
How much damage does it do?
Did she fail or succeed?
Yep, she failed.
20 radiant.
All right, here's what happens. She points out the sword. She says, "Do it." I won't stop until she does it. You cast Charm Person. As soon as you cast Charm Person, Casimir counterspells it. You watch as Petrina is also holding up her spell book. She's prepping a spell in her hand. And then you look over and you watch Esmeralda looking around, being confused, and she gets hit in the head and crumbles to the ground.
Stop yourselves.
I go over and
This is chaos.
spare the dying on her.
I'm pretty sure her thing just
We
attacks
are
people
being
that
torn
point
apart.
swords at her, you know.
We're not even
There is
fighting.
no description required.
I'm trying to stop the
We
fight.
need to stay together. That is what I'm doing right now.
You're
Yeah,
being
don't-
antagonizing when none of us were
lecture
fighting.
me when I'm the one trying to
The
stop
woman
it.
has fallen unconscious.
And I'm
We are
helping
accusing each
her.
other of.
I go over and cast spare the dying on
I
her.
know you're casting it.
The one that has fallen is the one that was accusing.
Casimir looks up. He says, "What is going on?"
I don't tell it to attack.
Nothing.
It attacks
Anymore.
what is hostile to me.
Doesn't
Revive
matter.
the woman.
It doesn't matter anyways. 3 pops is all I got, and then it's done for the day.
I will not question this further. If there's anything I've noticed about being here, Strahd is set on tearing us apart.
I can use 4th level spell slots to cast 3rd level spells,
you
right?
can.
Oh, okay, never mind. Then I have
She
one more.
gets 7 hit points back.
She kind of coughs and turns and looks up at you, and she looks over and she grabs on her sword. She doesn't point it at you.
You know, she can't really choose who that attacks, right? If it's defending her, it's defending her.
What was that?
It's my guardian. He
What are you
attacks
defending
whenever.
yourself from?
You.
You pointed a sword at her throat!
I don't trust her.
What have I done to lose your trust?
Your brother told me to keep you all in check after you got those dark gifts, and I'm only doing as such.
I said with delicacy, not with pointed swords.
You will sheath that, or I will have a problem with you.
Why don't we all just stop threatening
Roll
each other?
intimidation.
Good thing I'm +7. 19.
She sheathes it.
Thank you.
She stands up. Just dusts herself off.
I'll walk over to her and cast it.
Do you do anything?
Yeah, I don't want him to. I'll back away from him.
You're gonna have to roll.
Okay, what am I rolling?
Your spell attack bonus. You have to beat her armor class.
So, like I'm making a spell attack?
Yep.
Okay.
Do we notice her actually backing up?
Yeah, you guys see her back up a bit.
And inspiration as well, just in case.
All right.
22.
Make a dexterity saving throw. Not you. Not you. You
Me?
make a dexterity
Okay.
saving throw.
Oh.
Well, it's gonna hit me.
Can I give him inspiration?
Yeah, you can give him your inspirations. Nice.
It was actually
Good
a 2.
job.
Yeah, it was actually, that's why I laughed when you said it.
Oh wow, that's funny.
You can give him another one if you really wanted to.
Can I?
Yeah.
You're in pretty low health, so.
Do I get your +1 for this now? Or
If it's a saving throw, you get +3.
oh,
And you would get the +1 back too, because you're
Not evil
yeah.
anymore.
so
So it's plus. So
It
it's
goes from a 7 to a
10,
27.
12.
13 plus 8, so 21.
You take
So
10 radiant damage.
All right. So here's what happens. You step forward, and you're watching him. You kind of step back a bit. You all notice that. You try to kind of back out of the way and dodge as he grabs onto your arm, and he casts the spell that removes the curse from you, and you immediately just you lose all the benefits of your dark gifts,
Which,
along with
both of them?
both of them, along with any flaws associated.
You're an idiot.
As soon as you say that, You're hit in the face with 10 radiant damage.
What did you just do?
Wait, what? Who?
You.
I got rid of her
Same
first.
spell. You've seen it happen twice today.
Yes, but she didn't want it.
Ari, it feels as if something has changed. You don't even remember what the thing, those things that were about you, that commanding force that was giving you that personality has left. And with it, you feel as if that lowering your charisma also brings you back to humility almost. You don't feel evil anymore, and you feel a lot better about who you are as a person. You still remember everything.
Is our discord over?
It's never discord.
I hope you're saying this to Esmeralda.
Everyone.
I hope so.
Ari, how do you feel?
Like I did 10 seconds ago.
Then you trust her.
I don't know.
I know that I removed something from her, right? Okay.
May I remind all of you, we are in Castle Ravenloft.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Why I suggested we get rid of my gift. Not now. The fact that I could see everything, regardless of what it did to me.
It is better to be ourselves.
I guess.
You should know so now.
I'm sorry. But the best hope we have at defeating Strahd is trust. I've been here longer than all of you. I know this place. I know him. If I don't trust a single one of you, I won't hesitate.
She is right.
You are not my friend. You could very well be the person who will kill all of us. I will not risk that. I never will. I'm sorry.
I know the truth in her words. I've seen it happen firsthand.
I don't even trust them. And she points over at the elves.
Their story is their own. You need not to.
We've got the book.
Delete.
Got Ismark. Just find Irina and get out of here.
Are we still fit to find Irina? Or do we need time to gather ourselves?
I'm ready.
I won't be.
Ismark, are you? Oh yeah, I've been here the whole time. Yes. Strange.
Fucking Ismark.
So I was checking out the thing over there. Yeah, I'm
We
ready
could-
to go.
I heard the hearty meal.
We could also retreat for now and come back at full strength.
No, we won't. We're going to find my sister.
You can barely walk.
I know.
So if Strahd shows up, what are you gonna do about it?
Or persuasion.
If Strahd shows up, we will try our best to protect him.
Ooh.
Yeah, actually, well, 25.
Yeah, that was really
Okay, you are right. I will probably die. Maybe we should come back when we are stronger.
Yes.
When you're ready, when all of us are ready, and when we've had a moment to repair relations.
Okay, where are we going?
Blue Water Inn.
Esmeralda looks up, she says, you know, we could always try that room with the flames and the balls. They say they lead somewhere. Maybe we can get out of here with that.
We could. It's worth a
I
shot.
have a sneaking suspicion that it doesn't just teleport around Castle Ravenloft.
I mean, I'm pretty sure one of them's at the mountains, which might be Kresk.
Insight.
Roll insight.
19.
She doesn't look to be... She looks to legitimately have a idea of what can happen.
Thomas has dealt with
It
it.
might be
let's-
dangerous, but I don't
Yeah,
know.
let's head back through K81 to K78.
Alright, we will just
Jump over
fast
to
travel
K-
there.
Oh, on the way, I hand you a potion of healing. I'm sorry.
Keep it. And take it.
So,
Use it.
Take it.
You're the healer.
I heal you.
Exactly.
Take it.
Keep it for when I'm hurt.
you guys make your way over to that area, and you see the giant hourglass and the flames.
What were the options again?
So, there are a few.
Sorry, quick question.
Sure.
How are these balls held? Like, are they
They're
placed
stuck
on top?
into the thing.
Okay,
So there's like a ring, and you can pull them out and throw them into the fire.
You have to pull them out.
Yeah, you have to pull them out and chuck them in.
Oh, but they're within reaching range.
Yeah, you can grab them.
Okay.
And they're above the fire, but the fire doesn't make any heat.
Yeah.
so they don't burn you.
Cold fire. Or eternal flame, I guess.
All right.
Is it a green?
Cast a stone into the fire. Violet leads to the mountain spire. Orange to the castle's peak. Red, if lore is what you seek. Green to where the coffins hide. Indigo to the master's bride. Blue to ancient magic's womb. Yellow to the master's tomb. Esmeralda looks up at it. She says,
Violet.
I have an idea. No. Well, that could be an idea. It's Violet to the mountain spire. I have another
quite a
sneaking
distance.
suspicion, however. Where do you think Indigo leads? It's to the master's bride.
That could be to herself.
I guess it could.
Could also be
Just
to
into the room that's right in there?
There are
The master's
perhaps
bride.
two
It
options.
could take you straight to
it's
Kratz.
her.
My only suspicion is that it could take us to Kretsk. It also makes sense as to why he can get there so quickly.
Because
He has a way to get there.
the woman that the abbot was making.
Just take us
It's
to that.
just a theory. I don't know if it'll work. If it does, though, we're out of here.
And if it doesn't, it probably takes us to Irina and we take her and get out anyways.
Well,
If I may speak by my own intuition,
I can take that risk.
be it somewhat weak, the Master's Bride is inscribed here in an ancient temple. Castle, as you would call it. The Master's Bride, made by the abbot, is a recent endeavor not conducted by Strahd.
What if he made this recently? There's no age on this thing.
He did. She did bring up a good point in that we're about a 30-second walk from that room. Why would you need to teleport there?
Exactly. If we have nothing to lose.
What color is it?
Indigo. She says, if it works,
Slide off an indigo stone.
and oh, you're doing it.
Okay.
You chuck it into the fire.
If it works.
Turns blue, and you watch as the hourglass and sand begins to go down.
quickly, Jesus.
You have 5 rounds. Who's going? Is anybody jumping in?
Walk in.
If she walks in, I jump
And
in.
Ari
with her.
jumps into the fire and disappears.
I was going.
Ira goes in. You go last. Okay, you go in. Everybody jumps in. Esmeralda also goes in. Casimir goes forward. She says, and he says, "Come, Petrina." And she looks forward.
Do we need to slip out for a few seconds?
Nope. She says, "No." He says, "Why not? I've come all this way." "I'm sorry. I have other things to accomplish."
Gonna try to grapple her.
You're gonna grab her?
Yeah.
Roll athletics.
Like 25.
25. You grab on her. She says,
I'm
"Stop!"
gonna pull her into that portal.
You pull her in.
Yeah.
Go to the portal. Casimir also goes into the portal as well.
This is why you have a beefcake in every party.
Mm-hmm. Can you reread the stones again? Just because I'm writing them down. Just so that we don't have to do this again.
Violet leads to the mountain spire.
Yep. Orange.
Orange leads to the castle's peak.
That was gonna be helpful.
Red, if lore is what
Lore.
you seek.
Green.
Where the coffins hide. Indigo's master's bride. Blue is ancient magic's womb.
Oh,
Yellow, master's tomb.
we're lucky you didn't show up there.
It's where the
Yeah,
dark
it's the
gifts are.
library place. It's where Lich is.
The dark gifts are.
You guys appear in a place you recognize. Table, stone, fog. This is the Abbey of St. Markovia.
Do you hear violin music?
Mm-hmm. You guys watch as Tallman comes in, grabbing onto Petrina, holding her down. She's trying to struggle to get from your grips. She says, "No, I have to complete my destiny."
I'm gonna hold on to her and wait for her brother to show up.
Casimir says, "What destiny? What are you talking about?" She says, "You think I was charmed. I wasn't. I love him. And I must complete my destiny to be his bride." And he just looks and he says, "What are you talking about?" He says, "Madness." She says, "No. This is who I am. And this is what I will continue to be." She just continues to struggle. Casimir doesn't know what to do.
I don't either, but I'm gonna keep holding on.
Hey, killed you?
Can I
You
roll?
want to go back to him?
He killed me because
Because he loves you.
they defied him.
Is the portal still there?
I know how to appease him. I know him well. No.
I'll let her go then.
You let her go? I won't lose again.
Who defied her?
She disappears. Casimir just stands there and is stunned.
I am so sorry.
I don't understand. You guys eventually make your way. I'm assuming you guys are going down Kretsk?
Yeah.
Alright. You've got Ismark with you as well.
Can I roll Arcana on Banshees?
Sure.
I'm gonna heal Ismark. Does he look
Okay.
like he's injured,
He's
or
at
is he
one
just?
hit point.
Oh, okay.
He's like, let's fight Strahd. Oh shit, you're right.
I don't know if he was like just hungry or if he's.
He's hungry, tired.
Okay.
He needs everything.
Well,
just
I'll buy him food when we
Alright.
get to.
You guys make your way down into Kretsk.
pretty
Oh yeah, I
Great
forgot
job.
he was dead.
It's below you.
Yes, forest, everything.
You guys walk all the way down. Esmeralda kind of looks all at you and she says, if you guys don't mind, I'll be back. I'm gonna...
Wait.
What?
Show me your hand.
Scar.
Okay.
I'll be back.
Promise.
I trust you.
Yeah. Okay. She walks off. Casimir stays with you guys, so does Ismark. You guys make your way over. I'm assuming you go over to the burgomaster's house, and he says, hey, my friends! And he lets you guys inside. He makes you some burgers. And,
Do you have any wine?
yes, and he pours you guys some wine.
Gonna cast prestidigitation on it?
Okay.
Make it taste good?
You make it taste good!
Or...
What?
Oh, I can't get that.
What?
Godfrey.
Okay, you have that. We didn't
He's
tell
just outside.
we didn't tell him to come back.
No, we didn't, but we
We
didn't
told
tell
him-
him to go either.
Well,
This would be some sort of intelligence.
You've flavored things before, correct?
Ira does this. He sit down, have some wine, and he goes. While you guys are sitting there.
what?
We never told Godfrey how we were getting.
I hand you a paper bird.
You start laughing.
He's just.
Yeah, I'll do that, and I'll write to Godfrey. We're in Kresk. Come here,
Sorry.
Ira.
We will drink for his sake then too.
Oh yes.
He's not dead. Hopefully.
Are you going to read the tome?
Yes.
You've been able to flavor
Ooh.
things, correct?
Yeah. Prestidigitation.
I share it with Casimir.
He drinks it.
You should read it out loud for all to
Oh,
hear.
I don't like reading
I
aloud.
will ask nothing of you tonight.
I don't like reading
I will
aloud.
share your sorrows.
Then I can read it.
Who's reading it?
Me.
Alright, I'm going to read it.
Okay, there.
I am the ancient. I am the land. My beginnings are lost in the darkness of the past. I was the warrior. I was good and just. I thundered across the land like the wrath of a just god. But the war years and the killing years wore down my soul as the wind wears stone into sand. All goodness slipped from my life. I found my youth and strength gone. All I had left was death. My army settled in the valley of Barovia and took power over the people in the name of a just God. But with none of a God's grace or justice, I called for my family. Oh, sorry, no. But with no other God's grace or justice. I called for my family, long unseated from their ancient thrones, and brought them here to settle in the Castle Ravenloft. They came with a younger brother of mine, Sergei. He was handsome and youthful. I hated him for both. From the families of the valley, one spirit shone above all others, a rare beauty who was called perfection, joy, and treasure. Her name was Tatiana, and I longed for her to be mine. I loved her with all my heart. I loved her for her youth, I loved her for her joy, but she spurned me. Old One was my name to her, elder and a brother also. Her heart went to Sergei. They were betrothed. The date was set. With words she called me brother, but when I looked into her eyes they reflected another name. Death. It was the death of the aged that she saw in me. She loved her youth and enjoyed it, but I had squandered mine. The death she saw in me turned her from me, and so I came to hate death. My death. My hate is very strong. I would not be called death so soon. I made a pact with a Vol, a pact of blood. On the day of the wedding, I killed Sergei, my brother. My pact was sealed with his blood, his divinity. I found Tatiana weeping at the garden east of the chapel. She fled from me. I would not explain. Give me 1 second.
Can you read this out loud?
Yes.
Okay. During this whole time, I'll be clutching the hilt of both of the swords.
Yep.
Did you find Strahd's diary?
Yeah.
Where'd you find this?
That's
That's
what
why we've been
yeah.
doing the whole Casimir thing.
Casimir had
Because he
it.
had it.
Oh,
Sorry. The part it says I made a pact with Vol isn't in the thing. I don't know what this translation is, so that's not in there. I was confused by
Gosh
that.
dang it, I wrote that down.
Yeah, and it's not important at all. I knew you were going to write it down, and I was like, that's stupid. I found Tatiana weeping at the garden east of the chapel. She fled from me. She would not explain. And a great anger swelled within me. She had to understand the pact I made for her. I pursued her. Finally, in despair, she flung herself from the walls of Ravenloft, and I watched everything I ever wanted fall from my grasp forever. It was 1,000 feet through the mist. No trace of her was ever found. Not even I know her final fate. Arrows from the castle guards pierced me to my soul, but I did not die. Nor did I live. I became undead. Forever. I have studied much since then. Vampire is my new name. I still lust for life and youth, and I curse the living that took them from me. Even the sun is against me. It is the sun and light I fear the most, but little else can harm me now. Even a stake through my heart does not kill me, though it holds me from movement. But the sword, that cursed sword that Sergei brought, I must dispose of that awful tool. I fear and hate it as much as the sun. I have learned much, too, about this land of Barovia. Ancient are its ways, ancient beyond the knowledge of the simple folk of the valley. And ancient saints dwelt in this valley long before my coming.
I'm falling in love with this game.
This is what's making you fall in love with it?
I like lore.
God damn it. I don't know whose fucking text this
I'm
shit
a lore
is.
whore.
But it's like they changed it to their campaign because it's
Hmm.
this is hard to read,
Yeah.
so I just found a text version of it.
Do you want me to read it?
No.
Because I can
Yeah, it's
actually read
fucking
that.
cursive.
Cool.
Cursive is really hard.
Cursive.
Cursive.
Okay. Even a stake through my heart does not kill me, though it holds me for movement, but the Yep. I must dispose of that awful tool. I fear it and hate it as much as the sun. I have learned much, too, about this land of Barovia. Ancient are its ways, ancient beyond the knowledge of the simple folk of the valley. And ancient saints dwell in this valley long before my coming, and 3 hidden fanes still give tribute to their memories. I visited the swamp fane, the forest fane, and the mountain fane, and claimed their power for my own. Their servants now serve me, and thus I have become the land. I have often hunted for Tatiana. I have even felt her within my grasp. But she escapes me. She taunts me. She taunts me. What will it take to bend her love to me? I now reside far below Ravenloft. I live among the dead and sleep beneath the very stones of this hollow castle of despair.
I shall seal shut the walls of the stairs that none may disturb me.
That's it.
It's the most helpful thing in all of this game.
Yep.
Seriously.
And you guys level up.
Did you say sunlight? It's good.
I'm holding both hilts.
I could have sworn
Do I
that.
feel any? There's got to be a lot of emotions.
A lot of emotions.
From which
The other one doesn't. The other one's just like the newer one.
disdain.
The one that you have concluded is Sergei
Mm.
is resentful, memorable, nostalgic, sad throughout the entire thing. Mostly sad.
Thank you.
Mm.
I believe the sword that blazes as the sunlight is in fact imbued with Strahd's brother Sergei. I will ask you now, give me sorrow if this be true. Are you the sword he wishes to destroy in that book?
Sorrow.
This is more valuable than anything we've come across.
Yes.
I myself actually feel unworthy to hold it. Above all else, even some of our lives, I believe this sword will lead us to the destruction of Strahd.
You feel courage from the sword.
As I value each of you in my own right more than the sword, if any of us are to succeed, it has to remain out of his reach. Casimir, I am sorry for your loss, and I know you feel confusion, and you are definitely in no state to aid us. But when the time comes, it seems as though we are, in any case, destined to free Barovia once and for all.
I have concluded. She is gone. Strahd has taken her from me. Not even death can hold that apart. I will help you defeat him, as he has taken everything from me.
From the elves themselves.
Everything.
If you were to speak to your guardians we saw at the gate of your household, what would they say?
I don't know, but I could convince them. When the time comes to defeat him, they will join us.
I trust you, and I respect your authority.
I apologize for leading you all up to the temple and taking those gifts. It was mine to blame. The distrust in this group was brought upon by me.
And now it is over.
I will ask something of you, Seymour. I foolishly took on the idea that I needed more power to defeat Strahd, but now that I understand that I don't understand my enemy, I wish you to take it away. He holds out his arm, and you see a bite mark on the side of him, and he says,
He asked a curse of me.
I thought it would make me stronger, but I was wrong. Could you remove it?
Out of game. Have we had a short rest?
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh,
Okay, makes a big difference.
short rest?
Yeah, I see you get short rest.
Oh yeah, definitely. We've been drinking for
You're just drinking and eating, yeah.
and listening to a storybook.
You guys had some awesome burgers from the Burgomaster.
Hell yeah.
Okay, then yes, I do cast it.
Cast it on him and you rip the lycanthropy out of him. Thank you. I will stay by our side in order to help.
If you need help convincing your brothers, if we get out of here, your race can thrive again.
Truly.
Seymour. I actually share his sentiment. I feel as though determination and knowledge, not power, will defeat Strahd. I have taken a boon from one of his servants, even shared it foolishly. I wish to be rid of it. He'll hold out his own too.
I'll take your arm. As touching as that is, as much as I would like to take it away, I need to rest. Today has taken a lot out of me.
I will think no more of this. I place it upon you to remove this curse from me,
Gladly.
and I will owe you a debt.
You may not like that debt.
As for you, Casimir, the debt I claimed you owed me has been removed. And I apologize for demanding anything of you.
Think nothing of it.
I will.
Get some rest. We have much to do.
He starts meditating.
Gonna go to a room. We're in Barovia, right?
You're in Kretz.
Did
Okay.
they both leave?
So we don't need to pay.
No,
Where-
no.
Did they both leave?
Yes.
Well,
So it's just us three now?
Yes.
Sorry for taking it away.
It's okay.
I shouldn't have.
Not mad anymore.
If you want it back, knowing what it costs, I'll take you back there.
I no longer want it.
I understand. We're safe now. I didn't want my decision to not take the power to be the reason you guys died.
You know how I gave little Billy that dagger?
Yeah.
It's the same thing. You guys need to. Even if it costs something, you need to be able to keep yourself safe. To defeat your enemies.
Yeah.
Your face is still sagging.
Yes, I still have my curse.
Should get rid of that before getting rid of curses. In the morning when you can.
Promise?
Do you promise?
Cut that off.
Aww. Aww.
Oddly enough, can I make a request? I pull out. What is it you play?
A liar? What is this?
It's not liar. It's like I just grab one, like or yours even if you left it somewhere. I hand it to you. I pull up the drum. I didn't want to do this when we had the
You can play a
the
song.
dark gifts. And I didn't realize how
Unless
much
you're
these
tired.
moments mean.
Alright, I can always play.
I don't know. I mean, play something. Probably talk about like something kind of that starts solemn and then gets more upbeat. Yeah, you think?
How accurate is this?
Kind of like
I was thinking of a... Oh shoot, I don't remember her name. What was Angela's character's name?
I don't know.
oh,
I was thinking of a ballad for that girl.
We could do that.
Okay.
I'll just start playing something. You guys just I'll follow you. You know, one of these days I'm gonna take the time to write some songs.
Should. Creative outlet.
Alright, you do that. It's funny.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Why was that one so loud?
Alright, you guys continue to play throughout the night. Looking forward to the next day on what you will do in Barovia. And that's where we're going to end tonight's game. Thank you guys for joining us. Let's go ahead and level up first.
Yeah. Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Be leveling up in Ira. So let you know this is your final level until the end of Curse of Strahd.
I'm going Bard.
Alright, cool. Roll your d8. something I learned: when you cross class, you don't get the full hit points of the class you cross class
Oh,
into.
really?
Yep. I'm gonna let you guys have it though because we played it that way, but in the rules it specifies you don't. Roll the 6, nice. Ari sorcerer.
Sorcerer.
Roll that d6.
5.
5, nice.
Nice.
4.
4, very cool. And I gotta wait for Tommy. Dang. Emotional ending that game. I just want to say I'm very upset you didn't go into any other crypts.
I wanted to.
I'm so sad you didn't go into any of them. You were like, nah, let's just skip through. I was like, no!
I really wanted to.
I have
Yeah.
Jack of all trades now.
Ooh.
Oh shit, you're good at everything.
Do I get anything? Ooh,
That's
we get
amazing.
a... No.
I can do spells.
No, I don't get anything.
Yeah, no, I
sure do
really,
love
really wanted
being
to.
a
There's a gun in one of them.
I really wanted to.
There's a gun in one of
The
them?
time traveler one. There's just a gun. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
After
Tomlin,
we defeat
we're
Strahd.
leveling up.
We were all pretty
We
beat up.
ended the game.
So.
Yeah.
But you're leveling up.
I'm actually gonna take a level into druid.
Nice. Roll that d8.
I think it's a D8.
Yes.
Okay. And I, surprisingly, druids at level 2 get their circle, but I'm
Yep.
not in a shared campaign, so all I get is
Oh,
all
fuck,
the
sorry.
circles of land.
Sorry, what
And those
circle
are
are you going to be?
poopy.
They're pretty poopy. You'll find out next episode.
No, you can find out right now.
I
I
think
wanna
that's
know-
more like he hasn't beat it. Did you roll 1?
Yeah, true.
You reroll
You
once.
reroll.
Jacob, do you know I hate myself?
Yeah, I know.
Did you roll another 1?
No,
That's
that's a 6.
Angel's character's name was Marikara.
Marikara.
No one.
Oh, yeah,
else
Marika.
remember it.
America, yeah.
America.
Sorry, Angela. If you ever, you're not gonna watch this. What are you talking about?
I took healing word, just so you know.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm not the
there
only
should be
healer.
content sharing now if you refresh your character.
Okay.
Hmm.
My lowest skill check is a +1.
That's amazing. Ira got Jack of all trades, so he's just good at everything now.
That's really great.
Yeah.
Lowest is a +1, and my highest is my deception. At a
Would you
+12.
roll?
6.
Nice.
I had. Shoot. What's 52 minus 8?
52 minus 8.
Yeah.
44.
44.
Plus 6.
50.
That's not right.
Anyways, you're going to the druid, you're picking your circle and all that stuff. Thank you guys for joining us for today's episode of Strahd. Sorry that I got really confused while trying to navigate Castle Ravenloft. It is a
I
maze.
don't have to play a sad boy anymore.
Jeez. Yeah, I know. I'm glad you guys.
Ooh, I'm not evil
Yeah.
anymore.
I feel like Jacob was tired of it, so you're like, just gonna have Esmeralda.
Feels good to
get-
smile
no.
again.
No,
Esmeralda would have done it the entire time if she would have known because you told her to. However, she started realizing that people are acting different. It took her
we
this
didn't
long.
know. And then
Yeah.
like, we sparked ourselves. We're like, wait, we're not right. And then she's like, yeah.
I don't know. We had a conversation. Her and I had a conversation last episode that was like, yeah, we're definitely all different. We're all kind of evil now.
Well, she didn't realize you guys were evil.
Oh, okay.
She thought you guys were fine because you were playing it off really well. Then Ira was just like, I don't care about anything. And then you pointed out and she was like, yeah, you're right. You are weird. And you're acting weird. And now you're fine. And then she
I
got
started
on it.
apologizing
So-
for acting weird.
Yeah, I know. But yeah. You know what sucks is that the episode that just got uploaded this last Sunday was the episode where you met Godfrey. We're so far
So
ahead.
far ahead we are.
What do you mean by met Godfrey? Like in
Argynvost.
Oh, that's
Argynvost,
Met him
yeah.
for the first time as a revenant.
Oh no, we met the other guy in the.
Yeah.
Okay.
So in case you're watching this right now, that's how ahead we are right now. It's
We
kind of
really
crazy.
wanted to make sure in case
Toss me a shit.
we had to miss a
I
couple
did.
weeks somehow.
It's shared now. You can refresh it.
Another thing that that I liked though was just I don't know, it was just playing it off was fun.
Yeah.
However, I'm really glad you decided not to go with the original links.
Yeah, it would have sucked.
So Jacob told me, he was like, I'm not going with this, so I'll let you know. The True Sight one normally takes 30 days to recover from.
Mine was permanent. I've just
Yes.
been evil
Yeah,
forever.
I knew.
Curse of
He told me, he was like,
Yeah.
oh, that was permanent. And I was like, what? And he's like, yeah, that was permanent. I was like,
Yeah.
oh boy.
Oh, okay.
And is that the end of the game?
That's
the end of the game.
That's
Now-
the end
That's
of
the
the
end of the
game.
game.